Oh, okay, everyone's here. Good morning. Morning. Okay, great. Yeah, just wanted to welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today. So, as you know, this is a Building Better Teams workshop, and you guys are the first group in QA/QC department to have the workshop. There will be another group that will be going on the 10th. Yeah. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Tiffany. I'm the primary facilitator today. And there will be our team. So there's Nina. She's one of the group facilitators. Oja, Irina. And then we have Ilya, who will be helping out with logistics, talking to hotel. And like if you need any pens, pencils, stuff, yeah, you can ask her. So she'll also be working on the slides, like handling the slides. But yeah, so how's everyone doing today? Good. Okay. Nice. It's okay. You know the word YTL on your shirt that gives you access for today lah. For today, you can walk around and be like, oh YTL. Yeah, they'll let you eat anything. Yeah. You're not wearing that, then you have to follow somebody who's wearing the YTL shirt lah. Let's try to be punctual because you wanna end ideally at 5. That's the target. If we keep delaying every workshop and everything, we'll have to end like 5:30, which is not great for traffic or whatever. But I want to let everyone go. Like, we all want to go early. So if you want to go early and we want to go early, let's try to make it work. Okay? And then Surau is on level 3. And the toilet is, you go down the hallway and then it's on the left. Female and male toilet. Yeah. There will be another breakfast later on. So like second breakfast. The ones who have eaten, up to you lah, okay? Third breakfast, whatever. Yeah, but it's around 10 something. So yeah, like just now was just a welcome thing. Thanks guys. So we're gonna start, but basically these are your groups. Don't worry, I'll come back to the slide later. But let's stand up and do some icebreakers to like get to know each other and to get moving before we all like fall back asleep. Cool? Yeah. Okay, so imagine this is Malaysia, like facing this way lah. So the West Malaysia is here, East Malaysia is here. Okay, like facing here, imagine you're looking at the map. So Malaysia is here, this way. Let's move to where you were born. Assuming this is a map, move to the state where you were born. So I guess Kuala Lumpur is around here. Then Penang, Perak is about further up there. Yeah, there is north. North is there. South is here. Huh? India this way lah. That way.
South is here, right?
Okay. Yeah, south is here. Yeah, from East Malaysia. West. Okay. We can make West Malaysia a bit bigger. Okay, so this is the West Malaysia gang, is it? Who is the North? North? Mr. Ho is the South? Middle. Faham? Okay, correct. Okay, any Sabah Sarawak? Here, 1. Oh, okay. It's okay lah, it's okay. You stand here first. Okay. So, most of the people in your team, for this group, are from Semenanjung. Let's move to where you studied uni. Does it change? Move lah. If you study in KL or you study in Perak, west to east. Nice. Kuching. If you study overseas, you step out of Malaysia lah. Okay, correct. Close. Okay, some people. The overseas people. The overseas people came down. Okay. Let's move to where you currently work, like where you're based. Your official posting location. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to share? Anyone wants to share a story of their movement with the others? Like, so we see some people, they started out in West Malaysia, Semenanjung, and they moved to East Malaysia to study, or they moved the other way around, and then some people go overseas to study. Maybe you can share some things you've learned from all this moving. Got lah.
I can say what I feel basically.
Okay.
I was born in KL.
Yep.
Only KL, I born there. But
Yep.
that one, after my SPM, I was traveling around.
Okay.
I studied in Czech.
Yep.
After that, my first project was in Penang, and moved to JB. Then I'll be traveling. So I know more places. I know better places than KL.
Oh, okay. So even though you are born in KL, you actually are more familiar.
Other than KL, I know better.
Okay. Anyone has a KL perspective? No?
Or anyone wants to share any city yang you can remember the most?
Yeah,
the most
memorable.
Experience dekat that particular city.
Share.
Maybe Segamat.
Okay.
Because starting work with HTL,
Mm-hmm.
this is HRD project.
Yep. Wow.
So I'm born in KL.
Yep.
But later study in Perak. Working in Segamat.
Yep.
And then now I'm back in KL.
Ah, so you went like this. Nice.
I move around.
Yep. So you are very, very familiar with Segamat lah area.
Segamat.
Okay. Segamat di hatiku. This is the first time I've heard. So if we need any food recommendation, we should ask Anis. Anis, where to eat this food in Segamat? And then she'll be like, okay, go here.
What do you like the most about Segamat? Apart from the YTL punya experience.
No traffic jam.
If we can live in a city with no traffic jam, it would be so good, actually. Okay, so just to hear people sharing, it's nice to hear everyone, right? Like, and moving forward, throughout the day, there will be a lot of talking with each other and about yourself. And I ask that we honor everyone's stories. Everyone has their own background and everyone has their own story. And I think that we should respect it when they share, as well as honor the privacy, and if they share anything personal, if they share their work stories, then just keep it, whatever shared in group 1 stays in group 1, right? Like, let's be respectful, and so that everyone will feel like sharing. Because if you go back, you talk about it, it's kind of not cool. So yeah, I think that's about it for the icebreakers. Let's move on to the next session. Cool? Yeah, right. It's probably see, like, you all swap seats lah. Swap seats.
Here we see, right?
Yeah, C is here. A is here. B is in the middle.
See. Why is he?
Okay, thank you. Cool. Okay, the next session. Oh, I forgot to share the agenda. There's not much. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's not much for the morning and afternoon. We try to keep it simple and straight to the point. So you guys just did the icebreaker. The next session is called Best of Me. And after that is I Screwed Up, and then Best Barrier. Then we go for lunch, followed by the afternoon session. So it's about 3-4 stuff for the morning block and the afternoon block. Right now, we're gonna go into Best of Me. And actually, when we pitched this workshop to management and when we were working with a son about this, a big thing was you can't improve the culture of a company if you don't have communication. It's like culture, a fundamental part of our culture is communication. And we realized that what is missing in some of the departments, that maybe they need to talk to each other, maybe they need to talk within the department. And that is how we are here to facilitate it. Ideally, throughout the day, I don't talk much. The facilitators don't talk much. It's just you guys to listen to each other. And in that sense, why we titled this next session Best of Me is because we realized that in order to work with people, understanding yourself and how you work will help. If you don't know how you prefer to work, then when you are working with somebody and you feel stressed out, you don't know why it's making you stressed. You don't know why you're annoyed because you're like, something is wrong, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because now we're trying to see that it's a clash of styles. There's no right or wrong. Everyone is unique. But in that sense, we're trying to understand ourselves and the people in the team better. So, I know that you guys did the Enneagram thing. Did you guys read up more about it? No. You don't. Yeah. But you can Google, ma. You don't have to pay for that thing. Okay. I know someone paid for it. Yeah, someone who's like kiasu. The moment I asked her to do the test, she's like, "Oh, I paid for the full report." I'm like, "What?" I was like, even I didn't pay for the full report until later. Yeah. If you can guess who it is, I'll give you a special thing later. Okay. Yeah. So basically, what is Enneagram? You guys know about the MBTI thing, the like extrovert, introvert, sensing, all that stuff. So this is something like that, but actually it looks at the core motivation. It's not about like, oh, I'm an extrovert, I'm an introvert. Actually, everyone is an extrovert, introvert, depending on the situation. But for this one, it's your core motivation, core fear. And we found that it's very interesting to look at what actually drives you as a person. So when we go through it, you'll see that actually that's the person in you, what you actually want from life, if you read further on. So I have prepared some worksheets and some more explanation of each type, because I know you guys did. I mean, it's a paid report, but we've bought the full report so that we can share with everyone. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Some basic guidance now that you guys know about Enneagram. You can't really tell someone their type. You can't be like, oh, I think you're a 3, or I think you're a 9. You know, it's a personal thing. Until they do the test, you can't like, oh, try to tell people what they are. Also, this is no one type is better than the other. It's not like, oh, 1 is better than 9. No, or 9 is better than 1. It's not judged based on someone's capability. It's what is internally. So yeah, like don't go back and be like, oh, I'm this, and all of that stuff. It's like, it's very subjective as well. It's about someone's background. It's about how they grew up. So yeah, we try to keep an open mind and just learn about other types. Oh, yeah. So what is good about Enneagram is that you can know your strengths and you can know your team members' strengths. You can understand like, oh, actually, this is their trigger. So if I can help it, I won't trigger them in that way lah. So it's a good thing, and it doesn't mean that, oh, this is my type. You have to all follow my way. It's more like we work together to meet halfway because I know myself better. Yeah. So based on this, I've analyzed all your results. Thank you guys so much for submitting. And actually, in this department, it's quite well-rounded. So you guys have all the types, or rather for this group, you guys have all the types except for number 4. Okay, so who's the Lone Ranger for who's the 4 people who are perfectionists? Do you guys remember? No, okay, I got it. So I know Mr. Ho is number 1. Yeah. Who can agree that Mr. Ho is a little bit like this? Okay. We can joke. Everyone is a different type. You know who else is the number 1 in our company? Natasha. Yeah. And Oja. Yeah. Okay, then we have number 2, the Lone Ranger, no Najat. Yeah. And number 3, we have 4 people. So Gan Yuyi, Nityan, Reza, Zahira. So achiever, if there's a Chinese word that describes these number 3 people, is Gyasu. You know who is number 3? Who else is number 3? Sun. Okay. Yep. Okay, we have no number 4 here. We have one number 5, the investigator, Ahmad Munir. In the QA/QC department, very good to have an investigator actually. Yeah, that's right. No. Yeah, number 6. This is the most actually. Skeptic also okay lah. QA/QC, you kind of like, is this real? Is this correct? Yeah, quite a lot of people. We have Atira, we have Sekar, Faiz, Zafri, Azri, Anis. Okay. Then 2 number 7s. Enthusiast. I will go through each one. We're just trying to see who is who. And we have 2 challengers and 1 number 9. So I'm a number 8. So represent. This is the first group we've done where there are other number 8s. So usually it's just like me in the room. Yeah. Next. So the green is hard to read. But basically, if you read through all this, the green is your motivation, and the red is what you are like. It's not really fear, but more like it's something that you would try to avoid. Do any of you see something that you feel like, oh, actually it's true? Yes, true or not true? Oh, okay. Let's try to turn off the lights. But then, okay.
What's the green one?
The green, oh man. Okay, sorry. I will change the color next time. Yeah. But basically, there's a worksheet, so you guys can go back, and I'll also print out this slide for you guys if you want. So let's go through it. We have time. For number 1, your core motivation is being good. Very black and white. You want to focus on doing the right thing. So what you try to avoid is doing unethical things. Like the moment you have to do something that's against the law or like on the wrong side, you try not to be wrong. So there are 4 people like this in your department. Number 2, they primarily want to be helpful. They get a lot of joy when they can help people. Like what they are worried about is actually being insignificant. As in if you don't need them, you cannot tell them you don't need them because it will actually hurt them. They want to be useful and be helpful to people. Number 3, their primary thing is being successful and achieving their goals. They want to always be doing, if they set out to do something, they want to do it. But what is the opposite of that is if they experience some failures or they are seen as failing. That is like a trigger to them. For number 5, they value being analytical and objective. So if you ask them to be, you don't agree? No, it's a discussion. What you don't agree or you agree? Really? Oh. I mean, but the thing is, it's not one-sided. So a lot of your tests actually, you guys score very high on everything. So I don't know whether it's when you fill it up, you like want to choose everything, or you actually follow your core. So if you, after this session, if you go back and redo the thing, I would suggest, or if you don't feel like it matches you, go back and do the test and do it based on what you truly are, what you feel. Not like, oh, I want to be an organized person, so I click, I'm organized. You need to choose based on who you are. And of course, that's the difficult part, knowing who you are. So maybe asking some deeper questions about what you truly want in your, like your personal aspect, your work aspect helps. Yeah, so number 7, number 8, number 9, you guys can read. Basically, someone who's number 7 wants to be happy, wants to choose satisfaction and contentedness. For number 8, it's being independent. Like, don't tell them what to do, because they know what they want to do already. Number 9 is being the peacemaker. So if people fight around the number 9, usually they will be like, no, I want to make everybody happy. I want everyone to get along with each other. So the people who are number 9 are the ones that prevent, if the world had more number 9s, we would have less war, I think. But they are one of the lesser in statistics. Yeah. So that's that. Overall, I would say that for this group, I know you guys don't work as you guys work on your own in different sites, right? But as a department, you guys bring a lot to the table for each other, especially since you guys are well-rounded in this way. I can tell you that some of the teams that we do, maybe they only have like a few number. Then there'll be like some people who are left out. Now it's like, 4, 6, it's quite balanced. But sometimes it can be like 10 people. Let's say 10, imagine if 10 people are kiasu, and then one person is the giver. They'll be like, okay, I'll help you with everything. You know, that's also really tough. But with a balanced group like this, you guys can do so much, actually. Oh, sorry. I'm just still trying to get used to it. So now, we'll go through an exercise that will look through your work style and have a discussion. But basically, I also included in the, you can turn on the lights. So I also included the full kind of breakdown of each type in the workbook. So yeah, the facilitators will guide you through this session, but basically we'll have a discussion on your work style. Let's distribute it. Hold on, I need to go back to the, this is Nina's team. See. Whoop. Yellow. No name. You guys write in your name. A, B, C. Sorry. Here. A, right? Okay, group A. Yeah. So group A, your facilitator is Oja. Group B, your facilitator is Arina. And group C, your facilitator is Nina.
Let's do like a small sequence.
Yeah, let's move around. You can drag your chair. If you don't need your bags, you can put it to the side. No. Your group today is 1. This is group B now. Yeah, sorry. It's like trying to, you guys have a second group on the 10th. Yeah. Yep, correct. Okay, you need pencils.
Everyone got pen, pencils.
Yeah, the hotel got pencils for y'all. You can use your pen also. Here. Okay. Maybe you can spend about 5 minutes discussing your Enneagram types first and introducing each other. This is because I know not everyone works together.
Check what's my number again.
Okay. Sorry, your name is? Vinod. If you guys need to know what your number is, let me know, yeah? Vinod, you are... Eight. Yeah, you're 8.
To discuss our go through and discuss, maybe we can start with the book. So what do you
Okay, let me go back to... Okay. Badrul is 1. Yeah, but you talk about Enneagram first. I will pass out the... Azri. 6.
Have you ever felt your board and your job?
I think he doesn't like something. Yeah, he doesn't like something.
Yeah, and also because like Tiffany mentioned just now, my boss and
For this round, yes, he's telling me lah. Telling me for the network. So he also trying to explore himself. Yeah. So right now he's assigned to the system. Okay, that's always get something to do lah.
Help me give up to them.
What about you, Vinod?
I'm like it. I think so.
Extra kan?
Does this apply to your personal life as well? Try to control. You like to plan out everything.
Says here that they can handle pretty much anything.
give us some examples. Like what are the
Yeah,
things that
and then I try to figure out. Personality is quite independent.
Rosie? You're number 1. That means you need like
Yes, at the moment, because he's just joining us.
Okay, facilitators, we can move on to the worksheet. Facilitators, let's move on to the worksheet.
you agree? You're scared.
Yeah, some of it.
Like what part yang you agree and what part yang you disagree?
Two more?
Problem never happened yet, but overthink.
Start on this. Start on this now. Okay.
Mindset lah. All the IW usually like me lah, better than this lah, because they always trust me. They trust me, so I'm like a middleman for the side team. If not, the IW always attack me.
Actually, it's good to have a peace.
Yeah.
Seek for a common ground lah.
It's very accurate to a peacemaker.
Okay, now that we know everyone punya type, so sekarang ni ada worksheet sikit yang kita nak buat, so I'm gonna distribute this. So you have to like, the whole idea of this worksheet kan is that you want to know, macam for example, what time is best for you, yang function for you kalau you kerja. Like for me, I know in the morning, you don't contact me. Because I will finish by 8. So yeah.
I think we'll move on to the worksheet.
Because there's like this I need to go through. So if you straight away call me, I memang tak boleh ya, I tak dapat.
Tak cukup.
So I think the whole idea is like
You need to do one and then keep it, and then like just write your name and then I'll keep it and then I'll bring it every time. Yeah.
so just fill out the worksheet. You can have several. Macam for the first one kan, for example, I will in Zoom at this time. So kalau you are functioning at 12 to 3 and 9 to 12 AM, then you just tick. Okay? Ataupun you function masa lunch hour. Then you just tick lah.
Yeah. Ada. How many you need? Okay. Facilitators, you fill up also, then I will keep it for you later for next round.
Then the first part you can go to the organization style and preference. For example, during meeting, you prefer to off or you prefer to stay silent. You make it more than one day.
No need, because they need to talk. Okay, small room, but it's good to hear everyone talking. It's very nice. You can take more than one. You see, I take everything. That's mine actually, on the example. We'll start the discussion part maybe around 9:45. So let's just go through the whole worksheet, and then the whole group we can talk about every subsection.
No, it's okay. Just tick. Then later you can like share.
Yeah, and don't worry about it. You guys can take this worksheet back. We're not gonna take it because it's personally for you. Yeah. So even if you're not done, you can start discussing. As you're discussing, you can fill it up also.
What is the best time to reach you?
So what will
What
make
is it,
you?
reach?
I mean, like talk to you. What time do you work best for you? Anytime. Okay, that's good. So you function well anytime, even without coffee.
Somehow, yeah.
We are different guys. At 2 p.m. I feel like losing work already.
So morning, if you are not 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Seriously, that's only.
I wake up at 7 o'clock. Just walk and also 9 a.m.
Arina, I think you can start discussing, even though they're not. Okay.
My son and more around 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then beyond that, I just feel like probably because you put on so much energy in the morning. So in the afternoon you just feel like
It's such a dip.
yeah, it's really
Same.
it's really good.
My dip is always at 3. 3 p.m. Don't ask me anything. My battery got down. How about you, Rafa?
We after breakfast.
After breakfast. What time is your breakfast? After breakfast, sometimes people breakfast at 11.
Actually, my breakfast around 9.
Okay, alright. That's normal. Good employee lah. The breakfast before 9. Yeah. Okay. How about you? Not morning person. Okay, so this is your energy now. After 3, yeah, so you become like more energized. Has it always been like that since you were?
After work,
When you, how about when you were younger? Were you like, I mean, like when you were a student or in school? Is that the case for you also, or only when you're in your adulthood? Okay, belum bangun lagi.
Move on.
No, what I mean is, masa you muda-muda dulu. Oh, Malay. Okay. So like when you were younger, when you were in school, were you also like this?
No. Before I was so but I work. Yeah, I feel that makes I'm working from 8 but I feel not really yeah, not working. Yeah, but afternoon I feel after your whole and I feel peacefully. I think finish my work. I feel like
Right. But my question is, when you were a boy, say for example, go back to your memory when you were in school.
I prefer to listen actively and contribute and have something right, and also ensure that there is energy and stay on topic. For me, I like to listen on the time being. Yeah, because you potato, I say something wrong, then better don't say. Yeah, for the first year, second year, yeah. I sell all the 4.
Now, move on to the next one. I excel in discussion when I am
Express my idea and hear my perspective for reaching a solution.
Very, very peacemaker of you. Very peacemaker of you.
Express my ideas, suggestion, and hear multiple perspectives before reaching a conclusion. The discussion on track and make progress towards goal. Of course, I hear lah. And also, this one try to do, but still bad at it, which is maintain a positive and calm atmosphere. Because when I listen, sounds very okay lah. I triggered a bit, but I still keep quiet. Yeah.
Mr. Ho, you keep filling everything. The whole paper is full already.
Just one thing.
So you're always on tips. You add your WhatsApp. But you know we're trying to move everyone into Teams, right? Rather than like WhatsApp.
But not so convenient when communicating with certain party.
Sometimes there's no light right there.
So that's for the email, then phone call, then person meeting, the final one, I think is that will be the latest for me to
If you want something urgent from us, we have him on WhatsApp and yes.
person meetings because I don't prefer email because I always like to read the resolution fast. I want to have a prompt action after the meeting then I want to have prompt action. By email sometimes correct.
In our work style and approach, when approaching tasks,
That's why I listen. But now as an older So you greet and say hello, baru beyond work. Experience somebody who just joined. At the start,
Test, test.
and I think, yeah, and I think
No beer. Sometimes lah, but no.
But I never not really do it actually thinking like what do I do other than work this Sunday? Go hiking lah, give up already. Tired already. Tired already. I say I'm hiking.
Like for me, I like my cats. I always like to look after my cats. So I think after kerja tu memang the first thing I'll do is to balik and try my cats. I used to have called and so they are like my priority, top priority.
Apa hilang? Apa hilang?
Cats.
Yeah. Yeah. Dia suicide lah.
Don't know. It's a good reference for you guys. Now that you know everyone I'm done with all this. Sekarang ni just take a break sekejap. Until nanti kita akan balik at what time?
10:10. Yeah. Yeah, outside there's breakfast. But yeah, I mean the worksheet is a good guide and you can also read on the Enneagram. Yeah, so if you see that when you did the test, right, then the pie chart is like everything is high, then you can maybe think about it and then redo it, and this time do it based on who you feel like that matches lah. Yeah, instead of like I see a lot of like as in the whole group, a lot of people have high on everything. Then you won't have an accurate answer because usually one is higher than the others.
Don't ask stupid questions.
No worries.
So many medium, why you choose the Enneagram?
Like we said, it's not as the normal test is to do like the extrovert, introvert, sensing, all that stuff. And we find that it's very overused. Because at work you can be an introvert, or at work you can be an extrovert, and then at home you are actually a different person. Like everyone is a different person, but actually you express it differently, but your core motivation of, let's say for example, if you're a helper, like you want to be a giver, at any situation you still actually want to be helpful. Whether it's being extrovert or introvert, you're actually trying to be helpful. Or rather, for let's say number one, you're trying to do the right thing. For you, like peacemaker, you're trying to achieve common ground. So sometimes you will be quiet, sometimes you will talk. So it's better to know everyone's motivation, like what actually makes people like excited, what actually makes people like, oh, I don't like the same work every day. Knowing all these things about people helps.
Like you don't like to do the same thing. Right? So it's important for you to do well, so that keeps challenging.
Yeah. Rather than the normal other tests that you've done lah. I'm sure all of you have done. Yeah. Just to cucuk him lah. Yeah.
But I think the most important for you to know everyone's working style. I think that's very important. Much you guys you both love tips, tapi you know we're not active on tips. So if you want something urgent, we're not what's
Akan jumpa tips.
Alright, okay. Let's go for a quick break.
10:10. Can just put around lah. No need to put back lah. Just put like keep it around like this. Yeah, keep it like this.
and then you have to give me suggestions on how to continue. So it's like criticize idea, but if like a suggestions, it's a bit like what you expect. You know, so especially if you're my superior now, so you like criticize I, okay, I'll take it, but also give me some suggestions like what I can do. So usually I will ask lah. So if that is not provided to me, then I will ask. So what are the suggestions? What are the things I can work on? That's me. Okay. All right. When I am stressed, the best way to support me is naked.
Stress definitely I need a break. Then get back to the thing. I feel that if I take a break, get back is good.
If you can think like of the car. Siapa yang perlukan orang?
For me, I get stressed. Number one, I want to calm down. Let's take a break, and then find someone who I can express. Then this one better lah. Lepas tu memang dia akan release stress.
What about you?
I need to pick it up to someone. So I will
Straight away lah.
talk to him.
Partner in crime. You pun sama kan? Or you
Investigate.
investigate? Kenapa aku stress?
Dia kan, you still speak.
Really?
Kita lagi marah.
Lol.
What about you? Yeah.
I tend to keep it to myself first because I notice if I start to express my feelings right away, I tend to say things that I regret. So,
Sounds like there's a story to that, you know. Yeah.
No.
Over lunch you can ask him. Yeah.
Akira, what about you? So, like in my case, when I am stressed, I wrote here and leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, I will. Yeah.
No, it's like for me also same. Like when I'm stressed about work, I'll be like, jangan kacau saya. Tapi like good to have somebody dekat, just to be like macam teman je. Like don't have to say anything. Then like leave me to do. But kalau if I'm alone, then I'll be like,
Why am I alone?
yeah, why am I alone? Macam tu. Yeah.
But I'm different. I am
Yeah.
I'll deal with it, and I'll regulate balik, then I'll come back. When I can regulate, then I can express it lah. But usually I don't wanna, because like also what you said, when you do that, you can feel you're very emotional.
Yeah.
You can feel very
Okay.
even like expecting to affect. But then afterwards you akan macam actually that person is not that, you know, that person is not that bad. It's actually it's not that bad. I was just like overwhelmed.
Yep.
So I needed to. So I suka macam okay. Last one. Beyond work, I like, love, and passionate about Akira.
Nature. Do you go hiking? Nice. Oh.
Grounding.
Yeah.
It's a big thing now. Azri? So you pun suka hiking. So next time hiking you belajar.
Yeah. Now I know. I tulis semua. Okay, kita semua pergi. Ya, kita semua pergi beach sekarang. Yeah.
Azri, Badrul.
Sport. Whatever sport lah, badminton, join dan coffee time.
Ada tak you join sports dengan the company? Oh, so usually Munir?
sport dengan time with my family.
Sport apa dia?
Bola.
Bola.
Football.
Oh, QAQC boleh form satu team lah.
Listening to songs. What kind of song?
Chinese. Oh, K-pop or Chinese song? No K-pop.
Suka macam rock ke? Usually your preferred genre. Oh,
Stupid one. What time we should get back here?
About 10:10. But we're starting the next one at 10:15 lah. You need to go somewhere?
No, just asking.
Okay, yeah. Maybe come back around 12, 10, 13, 14. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Oh. Yeah.
Housework. Can make one. You're not married yet. What about you, Lithian?
I'm a rapper.
Wow.
There's another rapper.
Oh.
Speak some more.
Okay. Good to know. Who's your favorite rapper?
You ask about English.
English. Oh, interesting.
But I rap in Tamil.
Okay.
So apart from work, you ask me what I do. Yes, I watch movies, I play futsal, these things like that. But my main passion is for rap.
Practicing rap lah.
Write your own song?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like part of have you ever released anything?
Yeah, I got my tracks released before.
Whoa.
You can find it Spotify.
Wow. Oh, that's Spotify. Oh. Wow. See, things you learn about.
Yeah, the rapper.
What's your rapper name? What's your rapper name?
Stage name is Nitra Vidal.
Itravide.
Okay.
So do you usually collaborate with other singers or you do?
I have my own band, my cousin brother's band, and so far I never featured any others. Maybe I'm planning for my future album. Maybe I might feature something.
Are you married?
7 months.
Oh,
What?
he has a kid.
What about you, Amira? Oh, you dah tanya? You're passionate about?
Outdoor lah.
Oh,
Outdoor.
yeah.
It's okay.
Sports, right.
Nice.
So these are good things to know. For example, macam see we learn something new about Nitra. Nitra Vidal. Yeah, so he's a rapper. So lepas ni kita boleh cari dekat Spotify.
Okay lah, you send link lah, send link. Then we can find.
Share to the.
Don't have money to pay for Spotify. So you know like equipment semua you got sendiri ke?
I do rap. I do music.
Yeah. So it's interesting to know about each other's personal preference. Some of these things you kind of tak tahu. Like you dah tahu if you work with a person for a while, you dah tahu they're not morning person. But it's good to say it out. Like I prefer Teams or I prefer WhatsApp. Kalau kamu tak cakap, then it's like when there is the conflict or misunderstanding, then it doesn't get resolved. It's like, but if you say it out clearly, then people are like, okay, I should respect your preference, you respect my preference. And it's not like cakap, oh, I can only talk on WhatsApp. Actually, the whole company have to talk on Teams anyway or talk on email. So it's like kind of like it's more like trying to work together for the end goal.
So, but you cannot be too rigid. If you know that you are only productive or if someone comes to you with an urgent matter before you have it, then you tak boleh macam no.
Yeah.
You know, so you
But-
cannot be too rigid. You
Yeah.
have to look at the situation, the urgency and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Break time?
Break for a bit.
Okay.
Then later you have a chance to go and take the food as well. Now just like tea break ke apa ke, then we are going to start back again at around 10:15, 10:16 macam tu. Yeah, sorry. 10 okay lah, come back around 10:17 lah. 2-3 minutes, go pee, come back. Because later got chance to eat also. Yeah.
Dia punya teknologi advances.
We gotta wrap up. Okay, I think most people are back. Let's just start. If not, we will never finish on time. So maybe a few people can say, give me one word to describe that session just now, the I screwed up session. One word that you feel after you finish that session, you were like, oh, you know? Wow, speechless. Speechless is one word also.
Impressed.
Impressed. Okay, that's cool.
Fun.
Fun. That's good. What about that group? Lesson. Okay, good, good. Yeah, so the gist of it was really to share that everyone's human, share a side of you and learn about your teammates that you didn't know before. So now we will go to the next session, which is best barrier. So it's a guided session with a little bit of activity. So you can continue eating, you can continue drinking, but just your mouth got to move, your hand can write a bit. Yeah, so you can do anything you want, but basically it will be centered around, what does your team, what does QA/QC team look like at your best? When you are winning or when you're performing, what do you guys look like? So you guys can shout out the answers. You guys can discuss among your group, or maybe someone can start. How does the team look like when you guys are achieving your goals? No? What does your team look like? Sorry, am I blocking you? Sorry.
So one good example for the culture team.
Yeah.
Because we see the culture team.
Yep.
When we are at our best, our bond between ourselves is better. We know our team not only at the professional level but on the personal level.
Yep.
So we strive hard because we know everyone personal and professionally. Hence why we try and help and push ourselves so that we can succeed as a team. So that's one example of the culture team. So what does QA/QC looks like when you guys are at your best?
I do imagine that looking at QA/QC at its best, I do think that looking at each of us that works very collaboratively with each other, and of course our bonding is, I think at the best will be improved, like we bond very closely to each other in order to provide that collaborative environment where every single one of us contribute towards the same goals and the same objective.
Mm. Yep.
And supporting each other.
Yep.
Supporting each other.
Yeah. I think one thing that I wanted to bring up also, I understand that you're all placed in different projects and different sites, but in moving forward with transformation, I'm sure Mr. Ho, you've shared with some of them that you guys get a department KPI. So even though you are in different projects and sites, if you don't work together moving forward, it's going to be quite scary. And in this, with this workshop, we're trying to give you the foundation to start working more collaboratively and look at yourself as a whole department rather than, oh, I'm this project. But actually, you are the QA/QC, you are representing the QA/QC team at the site. When you look at it that way, it's so powerful because you have the support of this whole, not just this room. There's a group 2 as well. So maybe we can hear from someone else as well. How do you look like, or what do you guys do when you guys are at your best? Yeah.
I think all in our department, one step ahead.
Yeah.
Compared to the others.
Yeah.
Department, especially in the technical knowledge.
Yeah.
So that we can educate them and we can guide them to do the right thing.
Yep. Like to assure the quality, you must first know the quality. Yeah, correct. I agree. Anyone else? Maybe from that group? Feel free to share, guys. You've been sharing in your small group. it's okay to share in your big group. And we'll go back to our small group later as well. But right now, it's good for everyone to hear what you guys imagine when you say, our team is a winner when we complete the sentence.
I have another thing to add on.
Yeah. No, yeah, both of you.
I do think that our team will be a winner if we can be open to each other. Like open in terms of what challenges that you are facing that is blocking us from reaching that goal. Be open to each other, share feedback, and be willing to work together in order to solve that issue and not like hiding things up. Be open.
And we would like to listen to you. I think Zaira have set up this platform, right? A link for you to feedback actually. So we'll receive all this feedback. Then of course we'll discuss about ourselves how to resolve the problem that everyone is facing.
And it's anonymous. You're not going to track your name, which project.
No problem. If you want to put in your name, it's okay.
Optional.
So optional. So we'll try to resolve your problem that you are facing.
Yeah. I imagine that when you are in a site, you can sometimes forget that you are part of a bigger group. But when one of the sessions that we run, they say we look like our best when we are united. Although we are doing different things. Like for culture, it's the same. For branding, for stakeholder, they all do different things. But actually, when they are united in their vision or goal, let's say the QA/QC's team goal is to ensure quality. You are united in that purpose, although you are separated into all these different projects. And that is so strong and powerful.
And I can say one main thing that QA/QC team, right, is being recognized. All of us must be recognized by everyone. That is the important part.
Can all of you, would you like to be on town hall? I will put all of you in there. Like one by one. This is the QA/QC for which just hit me up. Yeah. You guys want spotlight on you? Newsletter, email, town hall, all we will give you the spotlight. Social media, Nina will put you on the Instagram. Then you'll be famous, Yeah.
Not being recognized in such a way.
Yeah. Joking. Recognize that you guys are the person that they can go to, not to spot check them, but to help them, right? I imagine that's the thing.
We will be rather than recognized as a teacher than a policeman.
That's true. That's good. What does your team look like at your best when you look like a teacher instead of a policeman? Okay, that's a good answer. Someone from the other team at the back. You want me to stand there, is it? If I'm too far away, then you guys are like, oh, don't want. Okay, can. I'll stand far away. I'll stand here.
Anyone with the recognition, I feel that it's a matter of inclusion. When we are at site, I feel that KTC are not really included in everything. They always treat us as some enforced the third party. The site team don't feel that we are included.
Right.
They want to get their job done, and I feel that quality is everyone's responsibility.
Agree.
Don't get it.
It's like safety, right? Everyone always says safety is everyone's responsibility. Yeah.
Like how you feel very stressed when it comes to safety, like HA or quality also.
Yes.
Feel safety.
Yep.
In overall, when we look at the thing, everyone is looking at the progress. Yes, progress is important. At the same time, when you don't deliver a quality thing to your customer.
Yeah.
So I feel that indeed people don't realize that they just want their things to get done and they don't give importance. So that aspect being not treated well.
Right. Like because you guys are trying to enforce, then people don't mix with you. But in order for you to be a teacher, you have to be with everyone in that sense.
So on top of what Nitin has to say about this,
Yeah.
He pointed out very rightly so you see all of them we feel very isolated. We feel like the backup or the paperwork people at the back.
Right.
But I do envision what I can envision for a strong creativity team, right?
Yeah.
It's a team where everyone is actually willing to assert some influence based on their technical knowledge into the side rather than recluse themselves because of all the past experience they have had. So if you're always ostracized, you're always looked down upon, you're always judged upon, and then you just end up, okay, since no one listens to me, I'll just do what I do. Keep a blind eye to it and then say whatever, do whatever you want, and I'll just accept it, And that's not QAQC anymore, but we're succumbing to the pressure they are placing upon us. So what I can see is, what I imagine our team looks the best. When you're able to finally assert what is right and what is good for the company, and make a strong stand on it.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, man.
Luckily, this guy is off leave today.
Okay. A quick check. How many of you have felt this feeling of
I think almost everyone.
yeah, everyone, right? Wow. Okay. I feel for you guys.
Why yesterday I tried to bring up the issue.
Yeah. Okay, that's our goal. The goal is yeah. Wow.
Having quality issues.
Yeah.
Then they will start to keep on.
Yeah lah. No. So when they are rushing, then they are saying, "Luckily QAQC not here." When there's a defect, then they're like, "Oh, where's QAQC? Why is there a defect?" Yeah, I can imagine.
Nobody appreciates QAQC.
So your team looks like your best when you guys feel appreciated for your work and for your efforts, right?
If I may just add, and I think the management realizes that, hence why, like I shared in my group tadi, hence why we are doing this team building. For the first time ever, team building in YTL is being organized by our people, not third party, because they know and they want to improve whatever that is not right.
Yeah.
And we heard you, and we're going to channel this up to the management.
Yeah. We will. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. I envision like the idea of when you guys achieve your best, it can come in many shapes and forms. But you guys also already shared, which we will go to the next one. What stops the team from being good or best? So the first one I will write is not being supported. Okay, I'll write. But actually, you guys can write in your group also. Maybe we can maybe we can write and then paste it. Group work. Yeah. So let's. Even if you repeat, it's okay. So ideally, everyone try to write one on each sticky note. It's okay if you repeat. You can write again, not supported. You can write unappreciated. No, they can paste there.
Oh,
yeah. There. It's here. If you need more pens, if there's no ink, let us know. So it's okay to repeat. We want to see the number of times a problem occurs. What is the barrier for you to look your best? You should write. No ink. Yeah, just the barrier. What stops you? Yes. One per sticky note. I write anything. Can discuss. But let's say you say not appreciated, you can write not appreciated also. Then we count, then we see, oh, like so many people, you know? And then 1.1 sticky note. 1.1 sticky note, yeah? It's okay if people repeat it. Can repeat. Okay, if we are ready. Okay, if we are ready, let's gather back. Last minute to add any point that you want to add and grouping it. Okay, let's wrap up.
So the sitting position,
Yeah, let's remain in the group. Okay, each group, you guys have put your points. Oja, are you done? Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your honesty and thank you for sharing what is actually stopping you or the barrier to you being your best. Now I want each group to share with the entire team. So we will start with that group. You can share if the issues are repeated, but for the other two groups, if the issues are repeated, you can still share, but maybe read a post-it note that is interesting to you. Like example, maybe they share about HR issue, but then this group also got HR issue. You can just share that, oh, we are the same as the other team, but there's this sticky note that is interesting or funny, or you can share. So let's start. So don't worry about the language. You can share however. Someone from this group, please. Badrul, Janice.
Who want to become the next leader?
Okay.
You wanna have the mic?
Our team is discuss. Okay, number one is job scope, and this one is too many document together. I think this one, for me, what I can say. Yeah. Okay, untuk yang too many document to handle tu, this is not my point lah.
Oh, Badrul, you don't have documents to handle, is it? Wow, got problem lah kalau dia tak ada dokumen, someone else ada banyak dokumen, yeah.
I think untuk saya punya opinion lah, this is not our problem lah actually. Because
probably I just want to make an announcement. Now site document controller is under QA/QC department.
Yeah.
So I'll have to readjust and rearrange the placement of the document controller. Yeah. I'm supposed to have each project to have at least one document controller to handle all the documentation.
Yeah. Because previously saya daripada project double tax, we have a document controller. So that's why I think this is not.
It's the project yang tak ada document controller lah. Yeah.
So we move to the second point.
Where was it? It's in orange. Okay. Oh, yeah. So actually you cannot okay, everyone does the same scope, and sometimes we will feel like we're doing more than others, and sometimes we do, but there are also times where sometimes we're doing things sometimes we're doing lesser than others, sometimes also. So what happens is on site, sometimes people will also start comparing between themselves and HQ, themselves and site P, themselves and other people, right? And a general consensus that we have heard before is that the remunerations and incentives are more often than not lesser than the others. So this gives the impression that QAQC is not so important. And let's say there's progress, what the experience on site is things go very fast, right? Management will only say, oh, our site team is outstanding, excellent, work every day, day and night. Then QAQC is like, you're just there. You know, I know. Okay, anyways, so some people also mentioned about the lack of resources and mostly including manpower or staff, so addressed earlier. And I think one of the things we also notice is the retention of experienced staff. I think in QAQC, knowledge transfer is actually very, very important. The senior who's able to pass on credible information, usable information to the juniors and help them to assimilate into that thing. I think not many of us here can raise their hand when we ask who has a good mentor or senior when they first enter QAQC. Either you learn yourself, or you learn from site, they teach you the wrong things, or you learn from external consultants who are very strict with you and you learn even more. So
sorry, I do want to add on something to that. I think like maybe you guys can hear my one. Yeah. I think the one that John said is very related to the item in the training, which I do think we are having lack of leadership training now. Like for example, this one you mentioned about the coaching or even the mentoring of the higher level staff. So how do we, like for example, even for myself as a line manager, how do I make sure that I create an environment where I can transfer my knowledge, I can inspire my team, I can make them so determined to achieve the same goal with me. I do think that part require a leadership skills, which I don't think currently in QAQC we are lacking of the training given to the team leader. Doesn't matter on site or even at the HQ on the leadership part.
Okay.
So like a leadership retreat to help them gain their soft skills and what, and also to help them inspire the younger people. So people will stay like, we don't want you to train someone, right? And then
And then they chow, and then
6 years afterwards they leave. And then you're wasting everything you taught them throughout the time. We also show over here that there are claims. So staff cannot claim directly, and then manager need to key claims on behalf of it. So maybe people are complaining, or not complaining, people are suggesting that claims can be done in a more direct manner. So you claim, and then maybe you get it instead of waiting for so many levels of approval. Funds, okay. Someone talked about how some panel clinics are not tallied in the application.
Okay.
So maybe you can check on this because some panels on the app it's panel, but when you go there they say
We're not okay. It's not updated.
Yeah. Okay, so unclear scope and responsibilities. Sometimes we end up doing things for other people because we have a good heart. And everybody, boss will always say we are a family. When something is wrong, we are family, so help each other.
Sorry, when you say not, when you do for other people, you mean not QAQC?
Yes, I'll give you an example. For instance, on site, right? So we check, we record, and whatever. So let's say one day what happens is the site engineers in that zone, right? They are on leave, all of them. There are still other site engineers for other zones. But because we're the QAQC over there, then they're like, hey, you just check, and then you just cast. Then you have to add order concrete. Then all the suppliers know you, all the subcon knows you, you're like a site engineer.
Whoa.
I've done that before.
Okay.
So this is what happens to us on site. I'm sure a lot of us also do site work. You ask them, they will tell you one. In this session today, you'll get a lot of information like that.
Sorry, I think that one is also tied to the work, but not working smart now. Especially because we are doing the other job scope of other people. We are doing a lot more and we are working hard, but we are not working smart in a way that we do not only carry out the job scope within the JDS, but also the other scope, and it's not being recognized.
Because at the end, the work is just management of just the site team, not QAQC was helping out. So it's a bit, people will feel disgruntled naturally. So people feel that they're not recognized. We hope that the PD and CM will support the QAQC more. So I've also raised this before to management because time, cost, quality, right? My site manager will always tell me it comes in order: time, cost, and quality. Then there's no safety also. Time, cost, quality. So of course management say they don't agree, but hopefully with the KPI alignment later on we can see some changes.
And for this one, sorry, I do think that there is like lack of alignment in between QAQC and also site team. Not only the PD and the CM, but also the site staff as well. As in like they are not like aware on the proper like project management things that they need to consider like the balance between quality, not only quality but also safety, progress. Yeah, and because of that misalignment, I do think that's why they do not see the value of QAQC and do not see our contribution.
Okay.
Over here we have two of the same points talking about in-house mentality, like in-house mindset. So we do a lot of things in-house. We are very comfortable that this is our own building. We deal with our own. When it comes to client projects, we have a lot of problems, and a lot of the existing staff, their whole life in YTL, they're building in-house. All of a sudden, you throw them to a client project, they build like in-house. So you know what clients will say. So there's a strong resistance to change, and it's difficult for us as the sole department trying to change it for them. They have to also understand a lack of trust between team members and also so maybe between like juniors and seniors or
This is within QAQC, yeah? Alright, okay.
so this is leading to the unity part. So sometimes we may feel like they're better than someone or they're better than lesser than others. Then we develop this type of lack of trust. Then because of this, there's a barrier between our communication and the way we work together. So maybe this is something we can look upon ourselves. Okay, talk about IT. So some people suggested that maybe tablets can be used for hard drive documentation. Someone mentioned availability of software. As mentioned, AutoCAD maybe not so necessary, unless sometimes your client, right, they ask you to immediately give them a dimension, but you don't have AutoCAD. So you can only print out on A3, and you measure on the viewer, and you highlight yourself and use your handwriting to write.
You mentioned AutoCAD reader will be suffice.
Yeah, so reader you can measure, but you cannot put in the measurement into the drawing and then print it out. So for some projects, maybe external side, having at least one may be helpful for the company image as well.
As in you share it lah. All the QAQC in one site, just share.
QAQC to do reporting. Then they say, show me the model. Then you turn it on, it's only viewer. Then they ask you, you don't have AutoCAD?
Okay, I understand.
You cannot say no, right?
Yeah. It's hard. It is for the company branding to appear professional.
QAQC deals a lot with clients, especially if it's a client project. When there's problem, they look for you first. They don't look for the site engineers. So you have to give them that image as well.
Understood.
Okay, so some people have their laptops damaged because on site sometimes when you drop it or and then they end up to pay for their own repairs. So this is something that we can look at. Maybe there has to be clearer what is self-inflicted, what is accident, when maybe something can be done about this. Technology, not that. And then Microsoft Word and Microsoft 365 is also very, very important. I think we don't have to repeat that anymore.
Yeah, I think we all know.
At Transformation 2.0, they were very happy that using Microsoft 365. I was a bit skeptical. I said it's probably web version. It was. So the functions are quite limited, as we all know. Hopefully something can be done about that.
Okay.
May I know who here only has access to web version?
I purchased it almost everyone.
Myself also, I purchased my own.
Okay. Well.
Which I think you can't do that anymore, but definitely we will bring this.
Yeah. So I just want to update.
You purchased through legal means, not illegal.
No, I understand. So yeah, thanks, John. So I just wanted to update that actually under under Transformation 3.0 with technology, what we're doing is that we're going to purchase updated Microsoft for like most people. So what they're doing is that all those people with 2010, 2013, they're going to look at the audit and then like purchase the license for people. If you need online collaboration, that's a separate conversation. So we recognize that some people will need it, but not everyone needs it. So in the rule of thumb, you actually don't end up you don't need an E3 because your day-to-day work, you upload it back into the document. Like for example, if Econex, you still have to upload it back in there. They don't allow you to do a collaboration and save version. So you need to V1, V2 and save the file anyway.
I would like to stress one thing, right? Regarding the collaboration, I believe also, right, for each site, at least one person with that account must be able to collaborate because the person managing the SharePoint and the repository, they have to update all the master sheet.
Yeah. So in this thing, Orgas is going to send out a survey, and it can be part of something that, in terms of the culture team, we will help you track as well. So we will escalate it to the tech team and Orgas, we're looking at this whole technology thing, that each site will have one person who can have at least E3, for example, because this is what your requirements need. So it's a cost thing as well. It's very, very expensive to give everyone E3. You don't want the department budget to go up in that sense, lah. Because not everyone needs it. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, so just two more parts regarding some people wants to use lesser paper. So maybe this can be addressed with the tablet, maybe you can give it a try, start small. But yeah, so they want to reduce using conventional methods. And then transportation, it's more or less all the same. People are saying that when they work outstation, they no longer have transport allowances. And we see that some say that they can't claim petrol for their own vehicle when they use on site. And then so due to site conditions, they have some damages to their vehicles, but then they have to still fork out their own money.
Like the wear and tear because you bring your own, understood.
Yeah, and then no cars, only motor. So sometimes it's difficult to carry out your drawings and checklists. These are just the feedbacks we are coming out with.
No. I mean, this is exactly why we're having this workshop. It's your chance to share, and we note down and we escalate what we can escalate.
And also not all. I mean, I'm not sure if all sites have at least one QA/QC car. I'm not sure. I don't dare to comment, but someone did mention that there's no vehicle for QA/QC. So you can look into that.
So in TDC project, we have a lot of now currently 4 projects ongoing. So we have a lot of structure work is ongoing, especially per day we are testing this more than 600 cubic feet of concrete.
Yep.
So for the concrete, quality strength is very important for the structural work.
Yes.
So I would like to witness the cube test. We are currently supplying the three currently supplying the 3 supplier from the. So each supplier every day carry out the cube test at their own testing laboratory.
Yeah.
So we need to witness the cube test. So we have a one shared car in our office. So every time we are depending on the car only. So we need to check with them every day. They want to go to inspection today. Then they say, hey, I have another one. I need to do another day. Then I need to postpone the inspection. We have the cube test. We cannot postpone to the next day.
Yeah.
Same day need to do inspection. So we need to witness the test. So the one thing immediate one call for
that share car is site team.
Yeah, in the site team.
For what's the distance from the site to the cube test?
40 kilometers.
Oh.
We have 3 suppliers. One supplier is from Chogu, one supplier is from Sedap, other places.
Wow. Okay.
So if I schedule, if let's say Wednesday I want to witness the cube test, if I schedule with already arranged with the supplier and then the plant laboratory, the lab person in charge. So today I come 3 p.m. for witnessing the cube test. But that time I check on site, the car is not available.
Right. Wait, so is there like this is jumping ahead, but let me just ask some questions. Is there a way to book the car on site, or it's just verbal to the admin?
Just verbal.
Right. Okay, maybe it's something we can explore. If it's too much to give every QA/QC team on each site a car, it would be like creating a mechanism where the site itself has a more systematic way of sharing the car. Because in the end, it's about to be truthful, it's about cost, right? I also want to give everyone a car, like Oprah. You can have a car, but it's not, it's in the end, it's that lah. Mr. Ho will understand, it's all about that. But like I said, an example that I just thought of, maybe we can figure out a way to implement some systems so everyone, because not everyone needs a car all the time, and the car should only be really used for work stuff.
And I will request from the management at least one full car for the QA/QC.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good thing to if the cost can be justified, especially if it's 40 km and it's only for JDC is a very long project, that could work. So thank you for sharing. Yeah.
So we have the lack of measuring devices. Every time
is it in there? No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll write it in. I just want to make sure we record it. Lack of measuring device. Is there a special thing?
For example, so now structure work is ongoing for the project. So
right.
I need to tell you the top test. I need to ensure the bolt tightness the top test. So every time I need to depend on subcontractor. So if I want to go carry out the inspection also, if I have the
okay. this is actually a real barrier to your actual like work. Your quality inspection can't be done if you're depending on someone else for the equipment.
Yeah, can you put out a request? Because if you don't request, we also do. Yeah. Can you put out a request?
For example, can you painting?
I think we have no problem to purchase the tools that required, right? You can go ahead. Okay, you can put out a request. Maybe I will claim from my personal thing. No problem.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that I think because you guys are on site and sometimes I use the word isolated but sparingly, then the information is not cascaded back to like now is Mr. Ho, you're like hearing it, right? We need to mark it down and actually do it. So this is where the mechanism, after lunch, we'll start doing it. But basically, you need to cascade it, and your managers and the department head is here to remove the barriers. Like the culture team is also trying to help you remove the barriers. If you don't bring up the barriers, it's very hard. But you should know that we don't have equipment. Actually, we don't know. Like, yeah.
I think this is also related to the openness.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very useful for a department to be open with each other, especially when it involves something, an issue that will block you from doing the next step of action. Whenever any barriers we are open, then I do think that we will be immediately cascading the issue to the higher level and to the higher level to make sure that the problems is being solved. And I think it also relates to the problem solving skills and also the critical thinking skills. Like, how do we solve the issue that we are facing now? What we need to do next? Like, for example, the purchase of device is not being like specifically mentioned in our SOP, but it is part of a problem solving method. When you face this action, okay, what is actually the issue? We're having this.
Yeah, some things if you need us to write it on paper, then like I think what Zahira is saying is that some problem solving methods are not in an SOP. Okay, of course, from now on, we can start implementing a system where you like send an email to Mr. Ho or something like a system where you can bring it forward. But there will be situations on site, I imagine, that requires problem solving that is not on paper and it's creative from you. And having that openness and that willingness to share will will help you go further and help you reach your goals.
Yeah. I missed one point earlier. This is something that we see there now. But then some staff feel that they have been on contract for a long time,
right?
And they are hoping for a change in status. So maybe something can look into that.
Yeah, I acknowledge that. I saw some comments on the pre-temperature check form. I want to thank you guys also for your honesty and your openness to write and give your feedback. I think it's very valuable to answer a question like, how are you? And you answer it honestly. You know, like normally we was like, fine, I'm okay, but actually not so okay. So I want to thank all of you. And I recognize that we will escalate this, and then it's part of the conversation between like Mr. Ho, management, and like the individuals involved. Yeah, but thank you for the people who have been in contract and been in the company for so long. I think we all recognize your work and your effort. So I think that's cool. Is this the last group? No, okay. Yeah, this group. Okay. I want someone who didn't talk much. Lol. Yeah, that one also lah. Okay.
Basically the same thing as I do, but I think I want to stress about the DNI discrimination. You are a woman and cannot go to site. So
okay,
some of our group members experiencing this issue. So I think maybe it's not from our department, but maybe from the site team. So that's discrimination, especially for women. They think they cannot go.
Is it the woman feeling like they are women, they cannot do site, or site people not allowing the women to do it? Site people say women should not be at site. To you guys?
Maybe they think about their safety. Maybe.
I mean, there are a lot of factors, but it's worth exploring lah. I think in the end, there are differences in gender. I don't deny. Like, if you ask me to carry a bag of cement, probably I cannot. That's the truth. But I think we should clearly be able to tell there are some things that are different, but then there's also things like discrimination that are like you purposely say something. So I think we'll escalate this and look into it. Yeah, thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, this is I want to say about we need more technical training. I think more on not about the others like stress management, not that kind of thing. More useful for our job scope.
Like
relate to our job scope.
Like actual quality related quality assured like quality training lah basically.
Maybe
Understood.
macam Zaira buat juga ada apa dalam e-learning, reading and timing lah. That's very good, but we need more practical.
Understood. Yeah.
So they is still in contract and this. Okay, so also Microsoft Office.
Yep.
Still lah.
Then the big cloud staff morale is mostly the same, is it? The one where discriminate. I mean, the one that like the site team exclude you all and all that stuff.
Yeah. Also, I want to add something because many sites we have more of the senior workers lah.
Yep.
So they like to do the old things, old method, traditional method. So we are now modern. So they doesn't want to hear our advice, our concern. This will cry or anything. They will do just their way. So that's why lah. It's the barrier lah.
The grandfather way lah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Because they eat more salt than us.
That's the common phrase, right? Yeah.
Okay, others I think the same.
Mostly the same. Yeah.
I want to add up on I think this one is really critical where the teams really need the managers because sometimes this I think the technical trainings are related to leaders or managers. For example, like myself before this I work at site and no managers. And then I transferred to HQ under I have managers, which is Zaira, my manager. I learn more about quality when I have managers.
Yeah.
Means we have a proper guide.
Agree.
That's also, and I think it's meaning the indirect training also. So I think that is quite critical.
Yeah.
You mean on job training, like as you go along with your work that you guided and mentored?
Yeah, like more guidance.
I think it's important to note that a lot. I mean, for QA/QC work, what I'm learning from you guys today, as you are sharing, is that it's very knowledge transfer and based on that one time I cast this config, you have to look at it this way. Like there's that knowledge that you learn from your seniors' experience that can only come from talking and FaceTime. It's not like I sit in HQ and then you're at site and then that's just not the same, right? So that's worth looking into. And so are there people in this room now in the project site that you don't have a manager? What project is it? Kwasa don't have a QA/QC manager. Oh, I see. Okay.
Only acting manager.
Oh, acting manager. No, you never know. I mean, you never know.
Have acting manager.
Yeah.
So, a more senior staff, they will provide guidance.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's something to like map out what positions or who needs to become a senior or whatever. Like what needs to happen basically. So, is there anything else from this team? Thank you for sharing. That's a really good. Yeah. Good, thank you. Okay, so it's 12:48. We will use, the facilitators will use lunch to group, I mean, you guys mostly grouped it already, but we'll group it again and come up with the 3 big topics. After lunch, we will talk about the next steps. But you guys, you can come back by 2. Is that okay? So it will be a very short session if you want to leave by 5. This is unity right now, okay? Unity is if you want to leave by 5, you come back, everybody in this room by 2, we start our program, then we finish by 5. There's only 3 activity. When you come back from lunch, the energizer, the next steps, and then the last session, like just to wrap up. 3 things, but it takes 2 to 5 is 3 hours, so that's not a lot of time. Okay, we need everybody's cooperation. Have a good lunch, and yeah, I mean, if you need to pray and stuff, like please go ahead. Surah's on level 3. Makan is downstairs. Just mention YTL, you can go in. I think someone had breakfast just by saying I'm YTL. I'm like, okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for the morning. Done. Okay, let's group back together as a big group to share what we have brainstormed. Can you guys move over? And actually can sit closer to see the board lah. I want to introduce this matrix to you guys. It's an impact matrix. It's an impact priority matrix. So basically what you look at is what is something that's high impact but high effort. It's usually something that's long-term, usually a long-term project because it's high effort. Then something that is high impact and low effort is like a quick win. Like, I can do it tomorrow, make everybody's lives better. Very rare, but then also very, very satisfying. And actually, there are some things that if everyone agree to do it, it will actually make everyone's lives better. That is a high impact, low effort. Then there are high effort, low impact, then we try not to do it so much lah. Because even though it's high impact, even though it's high effort, it's actually low impact. It doesn't actually make a difference to the day-to-day. And we have to prioritize. Basically, it's a priority matrix as well. Then there's low effort, low impact, and then this one even more, we should be like, we'll do it when we are free, but we are never free. So yeah, that's how we are gonna do this. So we're gonna go through each department's solution. Each group's solution to the different problems, and we're gonna try to classify it together. So if you think it's a high impact, high effort, then let's discuss it. But if you think actually it's quite low effort, then let's also talk about it. But let's keep in mind that nothing is a one-man show. Even some things that, let's say, Mr. Ho can do, actually he cannot be the only person who does it. He needs management buy-in, he needs your buy-in, right? Nothing will truly be impactful if it's just a one-person thing. So this is a opportunity for all of us to discuss and to help each other work on this. Help each other solve the barriers. Cool? Okay, which team wanna start? No? No one? You don't have to present it, but I will ask questions. Okay, which one is... Let's start with a quick one. Yellow people, what's your topic? Relationship to externals. So, and internal. Yeah, so they are talking about relationships outside of QA/QC. The green is relationship within QA/QC. Relationship, collaboration, processes, team, whatever. It's all green. Then pink color is L&D and competencies. Like you guys mentioned, right? One of the barriers to you being successful is technical. You need to be good in technical, you need to be good in soft skills to convince people. So, yeah, if you don't volunteer, then I'll take. You guys prefer me picking, man? Okay, lah. Let's start with Din. Okay, let's start with relationship with Din. Okay, one of the solutions is introduce newcomers to others. Agree? Guys, you wanna finish this? You agree? Who didn't get introduced to the whole department when they joined? Like QA/QC lah, like both. Okay, so I think it's important to introduce to, like, if today is the first time you see another person from QA/QC, like please let us know because we really need this. It means you're one department, but you cannot like be like, oh, I didn't know they were QA/QC also. That's like quite scary lah. Kan? So
when anybody joins us, right, I will only introduce it to group, but not physically.
it's hard lah. It's hard to physically like true. So when you guys write this, you mean to the people in the site?
No, this is within the.
Oh, okay. So actually, you're already doing it lah. Yeah. Okay. Like
Maybe it's not enough.
Yeah, but I think that for this part, right, maybe we can do some improvement. Like we have our quality SharePoint. Maybe whenever there is a newcomer, we can publish a photo. Yeah.
You put the photo in.
Put your photo. Tell us the color of your toothbrush. Like fun facts, you know.
But I thought our HR did mention
HR1 in the newsletter is just a picture, guys.
They will have published in the SharePoint as well.
Okay, but I like it. I think that it's important for newcomers to feel like they're part of this bigger team. So let's.
Or probably we just put everyone within our team, right? Maybe Lyra.
Okay. I think it's quite high impact and relatively low effort lah. Like relatively low effort.
This one I will liaise with Lyra to put into our QA/QC hub.
Okay. Next one. Be open to feedback. High impact and a bit of effort from everyone to be open lah. Low effort. Do you think it's low effort? Yeah? Okay.
I'd like to add on to that. What we discussed about that is like a feedback.
Oh, okay.
Like an anonymous feedback where you guys get criticize or not criticize, like feedback, constructive feedback to your own team members as well as the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So even like if you feedback to your managers, your HRD, or everything. So it's not to. It's not a pinpoint, and you guys have to maintain professionalism at all times. Don't be immature about what they do. Don't like, oh, I hope you get fired. I hope you worst manager.
I think
not those kinds of language.
It's something that is like when it's good to introduce, but it actually takes. I want to say it actually takes some effort, like maybe middle effort, not low effort. Because it takes time.
No,
it takes time.
I would say low effort because we already have a platform for that. It's just that probably we have to put in this QA/QC hub, probably tab that having a feedback, right? Yeah, we already have that, right? So
no, I think we have to be very clear that having a platform doesn't mean that there's a culture of feedback. I can open a Microsoft form to anybody.
Yeah. And I think the effort that is related to this is to create the environment.
Yes. So I don't think it's as low effort as you I mean, as you respectfully think so, I think it's a joint effort. I think I want to highlight that is like advanced level tau. In terms of like, kalau you main like video game, like having a feedback form where you can share constructive feedback, both good and bad to each other, it's very, very advanced. But there is the level of like within the project, the QA/QC people in your project, you can start a culture of talking about, hey, actually, for this situation, like talking about it first, because all of you are in different sides, kan? Like somebody from one side, they can't write a constructive feedback to you when you are on another side. They don't know the real situation kat sana pun, right? So it's building that culture. It's like a step by step. One day, yeah, maybe you guys can do this like whole department 360 form, but it's almost like the culture of giving and receiving feedback, even verbally, is a good start. But it takes effort. So or you have that platform already. You can start using it if you feel like you don't want to say it verbally lah. So you can say it within to the people on the same side. Yeah. Okay, next. Schedule weekly meeting. Thoughts on this? Huh? Monthly is better.
Yeah. For the whole department, I would recommend
Oh, quarter. Okay. I think no. This is why we need this session where I can ask you. You mean the whole department weekly? No lah. You mean the project kan? Weekly project. Yeah, for project. I think it's low effort, right? Low-ish lah, kan? In between lah, I think. Let's put it like this.
In fact, our project control team is a new established department. They are looking into
it. There's a monthly virtual meeting within QA/QC from all projects. Yep.
This one also low effort.
I think there's a high impact and there's a relatively low effort, but I don't think it's as low as introducing newcomers. This is a scaled out. It's not like one quadrant semua kat sana. Think of it like a X and Y axis. Yeah, it can link. It can definitely link. Once you do one thing, you realize you can do a lot of other things. So it's also blocking your calendar. The reason why it is some effort is not like here, is because everyone need to commit. If half the department is not there, then it just becomes half a department meeting, kan? Yeah. Like cap it to max half an hour. So if you cannot fit it into half an hour, it means that you are talking about too many things already. Example lah. This is to keep it sustainable. How many people can spend 1 hour, Yeah. Next is training for newcomers. What training do you guys mean?
Induction, right?
Yeah, induction.
It's like I think Sandra got macam open punya training untuk
yeah.
But then
maybe Yep.
Because now onboarding training like introduce like the SOP and then we do it's our responsibility to go through all the SOP, but then to like just
Right. Yeah.
So when I first joined, right, I was really clueless. And when the direct manager left, there was no one to really look up to or role model to really teach processes. So what happens was I spent the first 6 months of my career doing things, some of the things that really not what QC was supposed to do. And what QC was supposed to do, right, I didn't know I had the power to actually do that. All the way until Zaira and the team came for quality gate audit. Then she found a lot of problems.
Right.
when she started probing, right, then only she realized we don't know a lot of things.
Right.
Because there was no direct line of instruction or line of command.
Yeah.
And from there, only I realized, oh, actually, so much authority to do certain things. And then only then we realized the importance of also.
Yeah, I think that is a good example, a real life example of if you have new people and you are asking for some manpower, especially for some projects that only got 1 or 2 people, you need to add on, right? If you don't onboard people properly, then you have a problem that just happened with Zahira and John. So I think I would say, and my suggestion is that it's quite high effort to create. It's not just Zahira's problem, you know. Like you cannot put it all on one person to train somebody. The people who are from that project, who are getting these new people, have to also train. Or even if you don't train, maybe I don't want to say anything that, like, if you leave, it's good practice to also hand over properly. So, for example, what happened to John was a clear example of like, okay, bye, and then they just go, kan. But if you create a proper onboarding and offboarding for just QAQC, don't care about the HR part, like just for QAQC, it will be good for your team long term. So I would say it's quite high effort, but it's also quite high impact. Agree?
Sorry, I say opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to make this work, I also have another idea, right? Because previously, the person we talk to is either the local project manager or the local QAQC manager or the PT manager.
Yep.
But obviously, as a manager, right, the scope already encompasses a lot of other things. So what I suggest is instead of directly, yes, they report to the manager, right? But perhaps in between there should be like a senior who HOD or whoever realizes is able to guide up the junior under that person and put it under his responsibility for like a while so that he can have mentor-mentee kind of.
Yeah, I think the next thing was a mentor/buddy system. Maybe we can link it together. So here's the thing, right? You know, in our company, the hierarchy is quite flat. A senior and a junior, you don't really on paper, you don't report to a senior. Everybody report to the manager, correct? But if you guys are open to it, then it's creating it internally, even though not on paper, you report to the senior, but the senior is the one that jaga you in terms of teaching you these things and also like informally responsible for making sure you know your things. So if you wait for HR to create a org chart where everybody got somebody to report to, then it'll take a while. I think we all know. But if you guys are willing to accept that responsibility, even though not on paper, then it will move faster. But I think it requires effort, right? I agree about that. Next one. They stopped that. HR stopped that. I'm not HR, but like
QAQC is actually a functioning department. When all the QAQC site staff, right, when they are reporting to work, they will have a reporting HOD, which are the construction manager or the project manager.
Yep.
So in this case, they are directly report to them.
Yeah. So on paper, they are the one that talk about your like give you rating all that stuff. But they don't have the QA/QC knowledge. Actually, they don't even, like, if I'm hearing correctly, they are chasing for time. Right? You are their stepchildren.
But I will always put line manager, like for example, the QAQC manager or the senior QAQC engineer as immediate superior. I mean, immediate HOD for them.
Yep. So actually, that means that on paper there is that setup. It means that actually the effort is higher because you have to, as a department, start up a system where you actually train someone as like someone that just started like a junior. Because right now there is not like there is the Zahira telling you where to find this, that, but then you're saying that there's a gap, right? Maybe you have to sit down and understand what actually you need to know, not just where to find something or whatever.
Yeah, I think I roughly know what to do. Okay, because we already have the training material. It's just that the guys who are at the site as a line manager is supposed to conduct this induction.
So it's like tracking it, lor. Like knowing that okay, day one the person joined, day two Zahira has the department on board, whatever. Then day 3 to day 7 is the reporting site. Reporting senior QA/QC engineer to run through all these things with them. But you have to write it out, lah. If not, then everyone will continuously have this problem.
And might I just like perhaps give a suggestion? Even though HR has abolished the buddy system, right? But maybe within your community, your QA that you pair somebody new to somebody who's a little bit more senior, even though at a different site, but because you speak the same language. So at least like if they are facing a challenge, they can't. It's something that they cannot address or they feel that's challenging to address with the construction manager at their local area. Perhaps it's something that bang, ada benda lah problem lah. So but you as a more mature and senior staff will say, okay, this is how you can handle it. But it can be something unofficial until maybe 6 months. Then after that you release that. So it's just like sort of like a mentoring /buddy period.
Yep. So there's that. Thanks, Oja. I think Anonymous 360, I think we put it together lah, with the open to feedback, create culture of feedback. Act as a leader. Any example?
I feel that senior or superior should be a leader instead of a boss. Being a boss. So a leader can guide. Just giving instruction on you do this.
Yeah, I agree. There's the whole, are you a leader or are you a manager? As a leader, you inspire, you teach, you're a teacher. As a manager, you do this. You're a task distributor. And it's very easy to confuse one or the other. And actually it takes like I cannot emphasize, like it takes so much effort to be a leader, to be a teacher. It's so much easier to be like, okay, you do this, like bye, I agree. But it's like, is there anything that you guys can think of that will, besides just like everybody act as a leader, like is there something that you think can help to make this a reality? How do you measure whether somebody is a leader versus a manager in KPI?
I think maybe this one is related to the previous discussion where I read about the effective leadership trainings that maybe I don't know, maybe we can attend. I mean the line manager can attend.
Yep.
Because as you said, that leadership is very like a difficult thing.
Yep.
It's easier.
Yep.
In terms of metric, I feel that let's say you are assigned to this project, right, and then you say you follow this guy as a senior, whether or not the person is suitable as a leader, right? You can actually reflect that by asking the newcomer to give you a feedback after like 1 month, right? Because you will know who you pass him under. Let's say you follow John, and 1 month later you ask them to just give them an anonymous feedback form, maybe like very satisfied, very unsatisfied, 1 to 5, ask them to just rate. So from this type of rating, from maybe for 1 person, 2% to 3 or follows him, you see there's a similar trend, right? And maybe you can earmark this person as maybe a potential leader or a potential coach in this department, and then capture that data and try to utilize that person's strength. Because not everyone is suited as a coach. I would say that some people are very good at their work, but they just cannot teach. They're so good at it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with that. I think everyone struggles with that, especially if you spend more time being more technical. in what I know from our discussions with management and everything is that we're trying to be more well-rounded. For a long time in our organization, we have a lot of managers or people or leaders who are very technical. You want them to build a building, they can build a building, right? But you ask them to build people up, it's so hard. It's easier to build a building. I mean, I don't know how to build a building, but actually building somebody and like taking care of them as a leader is actually hard. So I agree. I think that's a good idea. I put it here, feedback from newcomer or junior, but it requires emotional intelligence. Like it requires you to realize that actually you're not perfect. You will have more I screwed up moments because somebody wrote something on the form. Like, but it's true, like because they experience it. If the person who is giving the feedback is honest, they're not trying to like backstab you or anything, then you as the person who's receiving the feedback cannot kecil hati lah. Like you can't be like, no, that's not true, like be defensive. Then the culture of feedback, which is the center of this, won't work also. So team building. Okay, who wants to go mandi sungai? Yeah, there are a lot of ways to do team building, but maybe you guys can do. What examples do you think you want to do? Camping. Okay lah. Let's see how outdoorsy is this group of people. Who likes the outdoors and camping? Raise up your hands. Hey, it's 50-50 lah. Not everyone likes outdoors lah, okay? Not everyone's like, oh, I want to go get bitten by mosquitoes, okay? Yeah, so actually one of these things, we will escalate it to management. We realize that all of you are scattered to different areas. It's very hard to feel like one department if you don't have any like face-to-face time. But the reason why we're splitting into two teams is because you know the nature of your job. I cannot pull all the QA/QC people out from the site at one go. Then I also don't know what's gonna like. Yen's gonna call me like, how I don't have any QA/QC people. Like that is the problem, right? So it's actually quite hard. Yeah. Unless, and you guys probably don't want this also, to spend more time out of office hour. Right? Like who wants to go team building with each other on Sunday? See? So yeah, I think it's something to consider. I recognize the value of it. It's relatively, I think middle lah, okay? Because it requires more than just, it requires more than just like, okay, you guys want to do, but actually, you shouldn't feel like obligated to do it also. It must be something that you guys want to do. And whether maybe like it's a company subsidize some parts or you guys like half or something like that, but it's a cost consideration and it's important lah. It's just that how do we balance it in the scheme of things? Increase HOD engagement to site. Oh, you guys want to see Mr. Ho more, is it? Say lah. Yeah.
Hey you want to see you.
Oh, see? Mr. Popular here. Manja. Yeah. Okay. This one is so what's the effort, Mr. Ho? What's the impact?
Because so many projects, right? Hotels are trying to arrange.
Okay. High effort. Middle lah. I want to say here lah, okay. It's true. He has how many days in a week and how many sites? If he only travel, then he really just become like a, those concert, he just like concert venue, he just goes to each project site and then he really like touring concert. Yeah. So I think I imagine that there is like some things to balance, but good to take note lah. Like people want to see you, Mr. Ho.
This week I've gone to Pasar.
Yeah, good. Maybe a good opportunity is to maybe have a schedule. Like a schedule where like, you know, this month I go Kwasa, maybe in 2 months only I can go to Kwasa again. Like a map lah, like a concert tour date. So you all know when to expect him, you know. Can book masa. Yeah. Yeah, scheduled tour. This is not Taylor Swift sekarang. It's Mr. Ho. Yeah, nice. Okay, Taylor Ho. Yeah. Okay, we're done with collaboration within KQC. Let's look at outside, or it leads to L&D. Okay lah, we do L&D first lah. Okay, this one is a bit more like half in your control, half not in your control. So we talk about this first. So quality toolbox briefing. What is KKKB? QQB? QTB. You guys have this now?
Yes, I think everybody is aware of that.
Right.
Just that the briefing normally is verbal, but not so much on the physical training. So I think we should emphasize on that. To after the briefing, conduct a physical training. Because I think the workers will be more used to any physical training with the action, rather than you just tell them verbally, you have to do this, you have to do that, right?
Like a part 1 and part 2 lah. Yeah. Right? Okay. Would you say it's high effort? But what would you say the impact is? High impact. High impact, high effort. Ooh. Okay. Next one, inspection of CNS, architecture, and M&E. Trainings related to inspection, like so that you guys can better assess the quality. Okay, this I put as training. Okay, this one is a matter of YTLLA and a matter of you guys. If you hear your friends from other companies going for this training, or you got Google or something and you see that they are relevant, then it's on your side to also raise up lah. Then LA will look at, you know, cost, the whatever, like how to organize it.
I think for this, right, we'll look at it first.
Okay.
We have a feedback form. Whatever training that required by you guys, please raise it in the feedback form. Then I myself and Zaira will look at if we are able to provide the training ourselves, then we do it ourselves. If we require LA to help, then we will escalate to them.
Okay, I agree. It's a matter of suggesting the training, but I want to say that this is considered a platform that they raise it lah. So I will, in the report, in the post workshop thing, I will write down to you. Then please, we have to action it lah. Don't we can't say that after this session of us discussing, then you ask people to fill up a form again. I don't think that's gonna move anything lah. But moving forward for new trainings that are not mentioned here, then please use the form.
But this one is very general.
Okay.
Within that particular CSA and also MPP, we do have specific training.
Okay.
So I think I still require feedback from.
Okay, so whoever who suggested this, then it comes down to if it helps you individually, then please also suggest it, like write down in detail what you feel like is lacking.
In fact, some of the training material we already provided. So just go and look at it, right? If whatever knowledge that you still require to gain and it's not within the QAQC hub, please raise it.
Yeah, I also want to give like a opportunity that like sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? Like I can't ask for I can't ask for a training that I don't even know I need. So yeah, it's true. You can look at the QA/QC hub, but you know it's a work in progress. Like you need to ask around, and then on the leader's side also to find out what is the requirements beyond what is needed. The real requirements are on paper, QLASIC, all of that knowledge is there. But actually, practical knowledge and training is different. Okay, refresher course. If you need a refresher course on anything, please feedback form. Because Okay. Self-initiative. Oh, is this high effort? Yeah. High impact, sure. Anything that's self-initiative, high impact. But you know, the barrier is yourself. Okay lah, I put here, okay? Same as act as a leader, you know? Leadership training. Okay, I think it's fair that if you are willing to accept feedback, then on the company side, they should train you to be better leaders. Correct? Like I can't be like, okay, you go be a leader and then let you drown. So where was it just now? Here is it? Yeah, training. Okay, put it here. Tracking/auditing. Is this a training? Or you mean start tracking and auditing? Okay. This is why when I asked you guys to write this, I was like, you better write as clearly as possible. Okay, monthly report. Huh?
In the progress, because right now we
Okay.
right now we don't have a consistent monthly reporting on the monthly report.
Yeah, but I know project control is working on it, right? And stuff. Okay lah. So let's just put this as already work in progress. But if you guys agree that that will help, then at least you know lah. This is not the so when Zahira sent out an email say everybody you need to submit a monthly report, then you're not surprised.
And this will be tied back to the KPI itself.
Yep. Standard or specs library. Who has encountered maybe standard, I mean the library not being complete? The specs library being not complete.
Do you know that we have this library? Yes.
But it's okay lah. It's enough for you or no? This one.
I think this is rest you know, right? Yeah, for M&E.
For M&E lah.
In fact, we do actually have. So you just go to the I think in the design department, right? They do have the specs and standards.
No, actually we have put the standards in our QA/QC hub. It's under our quality.
You put a link to that or
no, we upload all the specs that we have collected from different.
only specs, right? Not standards, right? Yes, standard as well.
But for the standard, it's not really like comprehensive. It's like only the classic standard and also the ISO and the standard.
How about BS standard? That is referring to the design hub, right?
Some of the standard included in the design not all.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so besides updating the standards, I think we keep talking about this QA/QC hub. Let's be honest now, honest hour. Who has actually clicked through the QA/QC hub? Sure not. Then why y'all like don't know where these things are, huh? Sure, roughly. Okay. I think if Zahira is willing, this is a separate project. Since she built it, if she can spend 1 hour virtually, walking through the aspects of QA/QC Hub, then you guys have to let her know if you agree to show up lah, virtually. Because it takes a lot of effort to build something, a website, like a hub like that. She put everything together and then she sent out the email to all of you. Some of you, because of your job necessity, you check it. Some of you don't. But there are actually a lot of information there that actually might help you. So I would suggest a walkthrough if you guys are not like, so then the person who created it can tell you where to find something. Is that okay with you, Zahira? High effort lah. High effort, low effort. Okay lah. No, as in you get on a call, then you share screen, and then you show them where to click saja. Not like create a step-by-step guide or whatever. Just, okay, I'm gonna say here. So if she organized, she doesn't have an obligation to organize, but if she organized, then you guys have to show up no? To support, to listen to where to find something. Because they keep saying that it's on the QA/QC Hub, right? All this information. Mandatory courses by LA. Sorry, I think I was here when you guys talked about it. You mean actually mandatory courses for other departments, right? Okay. So what they mean is that whatever QA/QC e-learning course that you guys already have on the e-learning platform, to ask LA to make it mandatory for other departments like maybe MEP or CS to look at the QLASIC requirements. I think that's what they mean, correct? Cool. So mandatory courses by LA for other that not QA. LA is willing to do that? Can do? Okay. Okay. To do by
and the course was actually set to be mandatory to be attended by QA/QC and also for the project team as well, like the site management team. But I don't know so far how's the
You can always run a report.
okay.
You can just prompt us, run a report to see the steps.
I think not only limited to site implementation, we also have to emphasize for the site, especially the because whatever they are designed, whatever material that they use, actually affecting very much on the QLASIC scoring.
Yeah, later they choose a material that doesn't fit the QLASIC score, then Yuan's like, why is my QLASIC score so low?
Yeah, some material difficult to achieve.
Yeah.
What you can do when you want to like push out the mandatory course, email to us which departments that you want them to undergo as mandatory. Of course, we will inform the HRD so they don't get shocked. And then we'll run a periodic report for you depending how often you want it.
Yeah. Okay, I put it here. We take note lah. So I mean, follow up on both sides is required. QA/QC monthly meeting. Woo! Look at this. You guys are sync already. Monthly meeting, same. Communication. Wow. You want communication training, right? Okay. Soft skills lah. Okay. I think the mention was that to do the job, besides being technically good, it's also the communication of how to like convey it to the subcon and to the site team. Yeah. To subcon and site. Soft. Okay. Emphasize KPI on site engineer. Ooh. Agree. Okay, I think this is a management thing. I don't even know where to put it. Okay, lah, put here. emphasize KPI on site engineer. So you mean emphasize it on, make sure the site engineer do site engineer job, not make you do their job. Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
HR is working on it.
HR.
And it's also being announced now.
Clearly defined job scope. Okay, here also. CDCP for data center. Training, right? This is training. Okay lah, it's somewhat joint. We will include that in our thingy. Any news on your auditing tracking? What is this?
Just to clarify again, so the CDCP is applicable to QA only on the data center assignments, right?
Yeah.
Quite expensive program. Kena pon.
Okay lah, some people already here for a while.
I think the auditing and tracking refers to the training that you guys are doing with subcon.
Oh, the QTB. Actually, sorry, so but I need everyone to really look into it and perform accordingly. Okay, we already mentioned whenever there's an NCR related to that item, we have to conduct the QTB again.
I think it takes a lot of effort actually. I put it up there because you have, like, let's say you said NCR, then you have to QTB again, right? But if you can show in 1 year after you issue this NCR, you have the QTB, you're showing your effort to management. All this NCR, we have a 30-minute, 1 hour QTB with the subcon. This is you fulfilling and almost above and beyond in that sense. And you're showing it. And I think that is good justification. I mean, good justification for any recognition. I'm sure Mr. Ho will know. Having all these numbers with him when he go and talk to UN is good. Yeah. Okay, last part of this. Whoa. Quality campaign. Oh, this is what is for site relationship. Outside lah, right? Quality campaign, which is like a safety campaign but for quality lah.
And it can be like as simple as like maybe we can create a sticker about being replied at the first time.
Okay. I help you create these stickers. No problem. No, safety first, quality always. Okay. Yeah. You know that the Venn diagram, right? Like Conhorse and it's like woo. Yeah. Everybody wants that magic circle. Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's do it. I think it's low effort on your part. Slightly low. But it could be low impact also. So agree lah. We agree that it could be low impact. But it's worth doing to create awareness and to boost the quality team's image a bit lah, you know. That you cannot let HSC have all the spotlight. You gotta steal it back, okay? You gotta steal it back from them. Yeah. Okay, quality campaign. Yeah. Collab / spread awareness.
So the goal is to get 28 million man hours without NCR.
I like that. That is gonna, if you manage to do that, right, we definitely masuk Guinness Book of Records. First project ever with no NCR at all. I'm like, okay.
Even our HSC department also won't be there to.
Yeah, it's like Titanic, you know, you both like in the bottom together. Yeah. Okay, weekly catch up with the site team. You guys don't join their site meeting now? I see.
This one, I think project control is looking at.
Okay, fair. We will
be a compulsory agenda in the future progress meeting.
Okay, we will track it. We'll see if project control. Or informal. Okay. Informal. You know, it's like you have to work on the relationship a bit. Okay. The important part. Okay lah, you. Yeah, RM5 a week can buy the person a teh tarik and you a teh tarik. That's it, I think. Like that, really teh tarik budget, that one. Okay, I think it's kind of high effort actually, because you have to spend the time, and I would like to say it's here lah. Honestly, it will help in the long run, but you might not see it. You might not see the immediate effect. You drink one teh tarik with the person's not going to be like, hey, buddy, KQC, my best friend. Yeah, you never know, right?
I would recommend the site team leader to actually organize this. It's more effective.
Okay, site team leader, you guys. This, you mean the QA/QC team leader, right?
The site leader means the project manager.
Yeah, I mean, but it's out of your control. You're telling someone, can you organize a teh tarik session with me? You know? It's like, you're like, can you ajak me for a date instead of you ajak the person for a date, right? Yeah. It's like team X QA/QC. Have to, you know, you're trying to pick up them. You can't like wait for them to ask you out. Okay, next, weekly fun day. Apa tu fun day?
I think this ties to the market session thing.
Oh.
So this one actually came from during my internship period.
Okay.
Management actually allowed them just on every Friday after their toolbox meeting, there's an unofficial like 1 hour breakfast time. The whole site team and QA/QC whatever planners all together go for breakfast. But then what I recall is there's no budget or you have to pay yourself. But then that 1 hour is given to you to go out and socialize. So no budget involved, just you need to sacrifice that 1 hour's time. But not that we can make a decision about this.
Yeah.
Hours, right?
I mean, it's good to suggest all of this, even if you guys can't do it, it's brainstormed by you. So it's valuable in that sense, you know. We'll bring it back. 1 hour time after toolbox.
Because everyone is supposed to be at the same toolbox anyway.
Yes. Improve competency with tech training. In tech training. Oh, tech and technical different though. It's okay. Technical training. When you say this, do you mean that the solution to your relationship with outside, external, is to improve your competency?
No, that's mean you need to improve your competency first, so that you can help the site team or the site contractor to resolve the issue. So when we resolve the issue, then we look at us as a team, not as a inspector.
Okay.
So then our bonding will become more closer.
Right. So the idea is that you want to bring value to them so that they will also regard you with more appreciation. Okay.
I think that will go to the feedback from what kind of training that requires.
True. I think so. But I also think, let's just say in here, we agree that it's not just going for the training lah. It's the attitude of you want to be better, so they will also, you want to be better, so you are respected by the site people and not, you know. Job rotation plus induction. Job rotation means what? Within QA/QC?
This is a very radical idea. To let people first understand what QA/QC is, or ingrain that ideology in them, right? The idea is upon graduation, there shouldn't be a shortcut for them to should have an site team. But rather, we force them to be QA/QC for at least, let's say, 6 months or 1 year.
Oh.
Expose them to the SOP and everything. For
kind of graduate training.
Yeah, it's like a GTP right now that they're having.
Okay.
Maybe from GTP we can take it as our pilot project and see whether the site engineers from there improve or not.
Okay, I agree. It's very good to start young, like as in when you're just starting out in your career, you have more time to like spend time learning something.
But we have to acknowledge the limitations whereby, let's say a mega project suddenly comes out, management will definitely just want site engineers immediately.
Yep.
So then it won't be possible to get trained. Wouldn't be trained to see first, unless
Yeah.
scholars or very fresh graduates.
I mean, do you think they need 6 months? Or it's like a short exchange program, or like a follow you around for one day will show something? Or it won't show something?
They have to experience the entire process
I
for them to
see.
be able to empathize.
Okay. Okay, I put here, okay. HR-ish, HR/management.
So far in the graduate training program, right, is there any site engineer? You have, but only for data center, right? M&E data center, right?
Okay. Communication skills training. Here. Same. Food budget when conducting training to site and subcon. It's kind of like this one, right? But it's not a training lah. Maybe we can look into this. So the thing is, if you get a food budget, just know that there's claims paperwork. Yeah, it's not just I dapat duit I boleh makan. You have later you complain there's a lot of paperwork for claims is another thing. Quality day, quarterly. Oh, it's the same as this one, kind of. Okay lah, you guys want to rebrand your quality team? Just let me know. Like internal marketing, quality team is cool. Like, which one too is it? Okay. I mean, because you guys are like, I was like, it sounds not cool to say it, you know? Like, can lah. I make you nice stickers, a button badge, anything can. Quality award. Oh, you guys want an internal award? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So it's like you guys organize a quality award. Okay, it's cool. Okay. Yeah. Team building, QA, QC plus site team. I put here, it's kind of like the fun day idea. Take measures for self-improvement. Oh. How guys? It's like the self-initiative lah. Build trust and okay, I don't know how to read this. You guys
reduce relationship boundaries.
Build trust and reduce relationship boundaries. I think it takes time, it takes effort. Yeah, it's the makan lah. But actually, building trust is not easy. It takes many situations where you both do good for each other to build that positive trust. Because a lot of people come in with already a negative idea. So it's like, how do you go from negative to positive? Create friendship. Wow. Okay. I want to say it's here. It's the same vein. Create quality award. Okay. Hey, actually, it's quite high effort, Yeah, you guys have to come up with the whole thing. If you start giving award, right, people will think you cannot be shown like you're biased.
No, but I think like this one, it's more like a small award lah. Like for example, a small hamper at the project level that we can give to the subcon or even the site team that is like performing or contributing very well.
Yeah, I agree. That is just a budget issue.
Last time, what we did is giving the food voucher.
In Singapore?
Singapore last time, I think our Singapore team last time led by Mr. Nicky for it. It's actually a food voucher.
That's kind of the thing that they do.
Because to the workers, they are more towards this.
Or even the worker, even the helper, like food helper. That's what I think HAC have been doing that.
Yeah lah, you give them hamper, then they happy lah. Yeah, I just,
Whether they are doing it right now.
I think that
Anyone heard like JDC? Do we have this SAC award so far?
no, they just had it recently
No, that is
for
that is,
JRDGR.
Yeah, that is a ceremony.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not, now we are talking about the subcon award.
They don't give subcon, but they give the project teams. So I was preparing the trophy for them. They give to their like section 3 or section 4. So
That is internally.
yeah,
So we want to encourage more on
subcon side.
subcon side.
Yeah. So the why I'm bringing it up is that when you organize an award, you need to have the metrics and you need to be very good with your data. If not, people will be like, how come they can win? I see them NCR all the time. It must be very transparent. So the reason why I want to say it's a bit high effort is because you yourself have to be very clear and transparent first before you can come up with this kind of award.
The idea of last time when they do it in Singapore, actually there's a box of to nominate. Okay, every subcon has the chance to nominate which subcon is the best in terms of quality performance, in terms of safety performance. So it will be very transparent.
Perhaps like a performance index also where you have a matrix if they achieve.
Then every month they will just collect the feedback and then they'll from the nomination, then they'll just select those subcon with the higher vote to get the award.
Set same goals. Well, what does this mean?
Like the site team have their own goals and we
aligning the goals lah.
Aligning the KPI lah.
Okay, I mean it's work in progress. KPI align. Put quality cost in contract. Oh, this is a good one.
What on the commercial part where if the quality part is mentioned in the contract, everyone has to comply with it.
Okay.
So we do not have to view
Right.
compliance or not.
I think this is a management thing. We need to ask them if it's a thing. If it's a thing they want to even do. But it's a good idea because once you put money to something, then everybody move lah.
What you mean probably is a quality budget lah.
Yes, like
because every subcon they have the factors and budget for safety as well as the quality as well.
Or even linking the requirement like the KPI is tied to the progress payment.
Okay.
Our RFI is to be related to the progress payment, like the contract cannot.
In fact, we do have that. In double track last time, we do practice that.
In double track, but how about this?
No, but when the subcon saying that, because we are holding them based on the RFI quota, so they are over budget, their budget is overrun, and their worker is not being paid, then they just give up. So and now we also have to give way. We do control their payment claim based on the RFI quota in the beginning.
Okay, so you mean that all of that, the KPI to put it into align the KPI as well as I moved the improved competencies to provide solution inside the feedback form. Okay. Do you guys have any comments about the impact priority matrix? Any actually this one is like high effort. Or this one, low impact. Looks like a lot of the pink and yellow things are high effort. And then the green things that are internal is low effort. Yeah. The green things is the internal stuff. You guys say it's low effort, huh? Like, okay. That is I mean, I'm not saying, I just think that when you remember the end goal of like the reason why we got to this stage is because we ask you, how does your team look like when you're at your best? Then I ask you, what is the barrier to make you not look like this, look like the ideal? And then from there, we came up with solutions to solve that. So if everyone is committed to improve, like into making making the whole team look best, then some of these things are truly low effort, because it's a matter of blocking calendar lah. It's a matter of actually spend time listening to each other, mentoring each other. Cool. Now is tea time, and I want to thank you guys for engaging in this discussion. So good job. We are on track. We are ahead of schedule. Let's be back here by 4:15. Very halal get. Jokes. Very good, very good. Okay. Thank you guys. How was tea time? I didn't go out yet. Good, Okay. We're at the last session of today's workshop. Before we start, I just want to say that it's been good so far. Like, even from the facilitator's perspective, it's been really cool. So the next session is actually what we call a gratitude circle over coffee and tea. Okay lah, some of you guys didn't bring it in, but basically we want to take this time to. It's almost the opposite of I screw up. It's more like you want to appreciate and thank each other for each other's work, each other's presence, each other's teamwork. So how we're going to do this is we're going to start with one person, then the person will thank someone else. Let's say I thank Zahira. So Zahira has to thank somebody else in this circle, and we don't repeat names. So we include everyone. Yeah, so we try to make it inclusive, try to make it heartfelt. If you are not too familiar with the person, that's okay too. There are a lot of things to be thankful about. The fact that we all pay attention today, we all contributed our ideas, our feelings, our stories is very impactful. So there's always something to thank. We'll figure it out. So I won't say anything, although I will wrap up. After the last person, then I will continue. I will wrap up the whole session. But we start with someone lah. Maybe we start with, okay, since I screwed up, started with Mr. Ho, who is the most recent person who joined QAQC? The newest person, newest joiner. Who joined this year? Okay lah, it's not like I'm asking your age. Who yang join? Okay, it's Zafri. Okay, Zafri. So we start with you, Zafri. You pick someone to thank, then the person will continue the circle until we finish.
Because when I first joined, I joined. So I approached her. She was the one who approached me, and because I wasn't sure on what to do.
Cool. Atira? Oh, it's okay. This is the start of the culture of feedback. Okay, this is the start of it.
Made me feel welcome in the group, and also
Oh,
So I learned a lot from Shan and Zahra also.
okay. That's cool.
I'd like to thanks to Mr. Pola.
Okay lah, let him. Guys, you gotta let him.
Listen.
Okay.
I thought I should be the last.
It's okay. We follow the rules. We follow, like, yeah. Why would you like to thank? Yeah.
He's the one who me a lot. So I was following him. So he's giving me a lot. But he's a serious person covering all the project also. Still is doing my project also. Individually project by project. And then if I'm facing any problem, I think how to sort it out the issue, how to do the
That's cool. Okay.
If possible, I would like to thank everyone.
Okay.
But follow the rules.
Yep. Wow, very number one of him, you know. He will follow.
I will probably thanks Zahira because she's helping me a lot in terms of organizing the QAQC hub, providing the training material and all that, and also helping me to set out the QAQC HQ team to carry out the audit and training. So I appreciate a lot.
Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Najat, especially because we are now working together at the HQ and she's part of my team member. And I do think that Najat, you are very kind. You are very kind. You are a good listener. And based on the Enneagram test also, you are the helper.
Yeah.
Which it's really proven that you are a good helper. And yeah, I thank you a lot for that because I do think that myself on my own, I won't be able to achieve anything, but as part of my team as well as others, strongly we are united and we will better. Against the rule, but I want to thank Sarah back.
Oh, okay. Two. Okay, can two. Boleh macam ni. Ya, can.
Because obviously I'm doing it for me. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. Also, following the rule, I want to thank Anis because she's part of like previously I'm only one staff on the
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel like I have a
Buddies
and support also.
Oh.
Like to chit chat.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. The more the merrier.
That's true.
So, kind of like help me a lot.
Got someone to ask, what to makan for lunch? Yeah, that's good. Anis?
I stay against the rule.
Okay. No worries.
Thanks to Isto, because in CRJJR, previously in section I have a manager, then manager left. So from that time I always liaise directly under Mr. Ho. So anything issues I will direct to Mr. Ho. So he give me guidance on how to solve the problems. After that, thanks to Zahira. Okay, honestly, before this, I keep heard a lot of people in KL saying that Zahira garang loh.
Oh, wow.
I never heard that.
But I never experienced that.
Yeah.
Zahira garang. But first, when I came in HQ, takut ke
Yeah.
So macam garang macam mana ni? But dia bukan garang, tapi kita ada rasa respect towards her. Okay. I like the way she work. She sets the standard in her level. So kita yang like Mawar ni rasa macam kita nak sama level dia.
Yeah.
So in a way nak kejar pace dia tu, dia macam for me macam susahnya. But try.
Yeah.
Try as Zahira also because I learn a lot of things from her. Maybe still in short time to say that, but still a lot to learn.
It's good.
Then that Najat, Before this in HRD we haven't talked much, like, even in our entry years, before we transferred to Johor, we never hang out. Like in HQ, I feel more comfortable when it's around, so we can discuss and exchange ideas. So.
Because most probably the CRJJR is a linear project.
Yeah.
So they are assigned to different sections.
Yeah, they're like, you guys, although same project, you guys, scattered. Okay. Now can follow the rule again. Just now to susah a bit, but now we come back. Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
Oh, maybe okay lah, maybe.
Before this, we're in the same team, ACRJDR.
Section 1.
Section 1. So, it's quite good. It's very good in terms of technicals. So, even not in CRJDR now.
Yep.
Sometimes I will contact him to ask.
That's
so
cool.
He's very knowledgeable and helpful to help.
Good. Everyone can contact Badrul also. He's the hotline now. Okay.
So now Patro is taking lead in the Tambong project.
Oh, that's good. You're based there.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
He's the only one QAQC.
Oh.
But together with another staff lah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because thanks, Tony. And actually, I need take this opportunity to thank Mr. Howard. Actually, I already resigned. Then one day, Mr. Howard called me. Badrul, how are you?
Everyone laugh, Everyone laugh because that sounds like Mr. Ho, Okay, very good.
We have before. Yeah, reason about the reason is about not can be terminated. So you need to join us back and because I want to thank the store because they trust on me and to handle this project alone. I'm not TQC alone in this project and support me. Anything I need help, and thanks a lot, Mr. Ho. And again, I've follow the rules.
Wow.
Azri lah, because we have same project in Segamat.
Old buddies. Old buddies.
Biadak. By that two and by that one, sometimes I cannot manage to take the completing part. Azri, dekat mana? Kau nak belum kriap? Oh, dia.
Okay. I like this. It's good to ask someone how they first. Hi, how are you? And then
Yeah. So Azri is a very kind. Take over and datang solat lah.
Azri. Wow. What is this? Macam bukan thanks, Okay.
Macam mau nangis saja.
Wow, so emo.
Azri.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No lah, the reason why I set it up is so that everyone dapat chance.
Sama. Just
no lah. I think I'm just
right.
I know you, man.
Wow! Fight. Okay. Can joke like that means buddies lah.
from HRD
Mm.
assigned to India.
Yep.
But they want also for the project. Once I transferred to site, I think John helped me a lot and approached me. Yeah, like to talk.
Yeah. Mm. Nice.
Now it's all happy.
Oh.
Thank you. So thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Zahra, also for your guidance from this department. Well, thank. I think I have no choice but to tell Muslim. She's the youngest member in ALP QAQC. I mean, the newest in terms of QAQC. She just joined and her first job was ALP. And I could really relate with her because my first project was also ALP. So when we came into the organization, I faced the client and consultant every single day. And she held up pretty well, considering a lot of the paperwork. So I know sometimes she may feel like I'm a female, doesn't mean I cannot go to site. Why you all expect me to do all the paperwork? So I also always encourage her that if you go to site more, and any questions, just ask, and then we will try to teach you or help you out. But even then, she did a really good job with the paperwork. I have to acknowledge a lot of it was created by her. She controls it quite well in the background, and a lot of times where we cannot coach, she also can back up for us. In every team, we need a member like that.
Yep.
Not to say you throw all the paperwork to her, but someone to control there.
Yep.
For you to also help her and give her input feedback. So that's really crucial to the team. So thank you, Roslyn.
Okay. Yep. Okay. That's cool. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Rosie. Actually, Rosie is quite good listener and learner also. He always asking, even though he doesn't know, he always asking, Faiz, what is this and why they do like this? What is the correct way? If you got an example, can you show? So I bagi lah dia contoh and whatnot. And also, I would like to thank Mr. Ho because I also a joiner. I also resigned because of my family. So then I heard there is a vacancy for in KL project. So I just contact Mr. Ho and see how it's going. Then maybe I'm lucky. Mr. Ho accept me back in the company. So I very grateful for Mr. Ho. And then I think I will thanks to Shariza. Before this, we working at CRDJR, section 2 and section 5. At section 2, I have an accident at Gamat, and the first person that I call is not my dad or my mom.
Nice.
Because I cannot remember anything during the accident, after the accident. So the person also the one that langgar me,
yeah,
the one that calling. So I just remember.
You only remember Reza's name lah.
Because I cannot remember others' name.
Wow, this is strong bond, guys. This is thank you. This thank you is not just okay.
That's why lah. Okay, thank you, Shariza.
Yeah. For saving his life. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Actually, that day I was on my way to Batat, and suddenly called me that I need to turn back.
Wow. Part 2 of the story.
And thank you also for it because it's my first study in Hotelas in the first day. And I also want to thank Mr. Ho because he gave me this opportunity, actually a second opportunity. Before this, I finished my contract and I worked with this, and Mr. Ho calling me back. He always recognized my effort and my ability. And for the next person I want to thank is Eric Sofwan, because during he working in the Segamat, so his progress for the viaduct is quite early from me. Then I will always refer to him, and I like how to construct the slab. He always get. So thank you.
Nice.
Okay, first of all, I want to express my gratitude to Pu, to Anis, Jack, because they helping me a lot during my JDR time. And I want to thank you to Zaifa, because he also at Sigamat for this, but another session we take care of Tagu. So this time I actually go to your coffee shop. I never meet you. Because he's a good person to talk, and if he got anything to express, I think that is a good person, good listener. So thank you very much.
Oh.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Boa. First, for this, my background is doing childhood. But after that, bring me to JDC, and that was my first time for exposure to such SNS. So, and my JDC team also, they supporting me, even though what I didn't know, they can give me guidance. And the next one I want to thank again.
Don't lah say like that. Don't say like that. Nityan?
Thanks, Zaba. We work together, even though I'm MNE to this year CNS, but we work together, we still communicate. We coordinate each other. So we work as a team. So for my part, honestly I would like to thank my fellow team members, Dennis and Vinod, because they helped me a lot. Like, at the starting of project, I'm the only one that I couldn't really manage, like really hard. When they came, they helped me a lot. It's not that only I teach them, even I also learn. It's a two-way learning. They are quite, especially Vinod is quite proactive. He likes to learn a lot. He asks me questions, even sometimes I cannot answer. I have to go and find an answer.
Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah. And then, of course, Mr. Ho, believing in me because he gave me the position, the leader in this project. Before joining KDC, I was a site engineer, site team. Then I joined KDC. Now I'm a leader, so thank you in believing me.
Oh, you were from the other side lah, the site side.
It's from the implementation.
Okay.
And I got the opportunity to work with the
Good, good. So we're not lah. Okay.
First, I want to thank Bo and Ken for believing in me as a graduate engineer for the
Okay.
And Ken, he taught me a lot for fast-paced project like Low Data Center. He brought me up to speak quite quickly, getting all the knowledge that he was down to me. Then to select, I want to thank myself.
It's like those like it's like the rapper now. I thank myself. Thank lah, Janice.
I thank Janice.
Okay.
I attended my few starting inspections with her. So she taught me a lot. She's still teaching me regarding the many works that she did.
Good. Mm. Yeah.
Because we know what the situation is. Not the design in my work.
Nice. Got someone to share the burden.
So learn some from him lah. He's quite a good quick learner.
I think the is Yuri and is it? Oh, ooh. Okay, you pass to him. Are you thanking him or you passing to him? Can also. Okay, pass to you. She don't want to thank you, bro. Jokes.
And there's a lot of people I want to thank. For the session, I want to thank Vivi. Because she was my classmate.
Aww.
We did our intern together.
Wow.
And now, so we are in different projects, but we still keep in touch. Yeah, if I know anything, anyone I want to spoke to, I'll definitely choose Vivi. Yeah. So thank you.
Scholars. Oh, the scholar gang all. Okay.
Doing the internship in Johor Data Center where we start doing the project.
Right. Yeah.
I really spoke to it and I was assigned to like do the UTB for architecture and I'm totally new to archi. I don't know. So I didn't know what to do screenshot, how to do filing, all this.
Yeah.
And I go to the YP hub and I saw there's industrial practice. Wow. And download, I got it. No, I got it lah.
Okay.
Then I found it really useful.
Good.
Yeah. Then
People using quality hub, Zahira.
Yeah, and thank Alan because he support me a lot.
Oh.
So I thank my colleague Lee. So now we are working together. So
Is it just the two of you?
No,
Kosa?
together with Chika.
Oh, he's the one left outside today. Okay. Oh, I see. Hey, next week when it's his turn, you guys have to jaga, Yeah, take turns. Okay.
for the best of me, right? When I feel stressed, then I write. I need someone to listen to me. He's the one.
Aww.
Good evening. I would like to share my gratitude for all the powerhouse in the APC department and following the rule.
No, everyone already.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone already.
Everyone done.
It's okay. Now, since you got to be the last one, you can thank. There's no rule. You can thank anyone you want. Oh, the first, second lah, as in he started.
So I would like to thank Miss Gun as for
Miss Gun. Nice. Aww.
Because at site I was struggling to fit in. I think Miss Gun helped me a lot in terms of the technical understanding and whatnot. And I think she's like a mother to me at site.
Sorry, I need to understand what is the age. What is the age here? Yeah. Okay. Oh.
She attentive to my tasks and remind me the things that I should done. I think it's been hard for me at side, but she made it easier.
Okay. That's good.
So I wish you success.
What farewell speech? Now
like a father. No? I think yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll wrap up. I'll thank the person who started, Zafri. Thanks for starting. Thanks for joining us today. You're new, but you know, you get to know so much about like the other members of QAQC team. Yeah, I really felt very touched watching you guys thank each other because I don't know, it's like feel good, you know? And like saying it out loud is a bit gooey, but it's so like impactful. And this is an example of positive feedback. There are ways to say the same things, but for areas of improvement also. And if you are able to thank everyone, you guys thank your teammates on the site, but you thank them here, you can do the same while you're back at site. And I think that's it will go a long way to hear the word thank you. So that's it for the workshop today. So I just want to run down. We covered Best of Me, which is your Enneagram. You can go back and read, and you can Google more about who you are. Like I said, if your test didn't feel very conclusive, then go ahead and redo it. If you sign in, it will save your test results, even if you don't buy it. So you don't have to like redo every time you want to check the screenshot lah. Then after we did Best of Me, we did I Screwed Up, where we shared something vulnerable. I want to thank you guys for your bravery. Then we went on to what your team looks like at your best and what are the barriers. So we have some action items that I will kumpul and we will put together for both management and Mr. Ho to look through. But in the sense that don't forget that it's a shared responsibility. Even though, let's say, down the line, Zahira is the one who bring it up, that, okay, we're going to have a weekly or monthly meeting now. If you don't show up, it will die. It's a fire that we all contribute to. If you don't add in like wood and whatever not, it won't last long. And then, we will also be having another session with the second group of people. You can choose to share some things about today, but if you want to give them a good experience or a surprise, then you just say like, oh, you'll find out next week. Yeah, like I mean, I'm not saying you have to keep it a secret. I'm saying that up to you lah, whether you think they will want some surprise or they want to know, maybe they are the type that want to know. So that's about it. And we will have a feedback for today. Before you leave, please fill in the feedback form. It will mark as an attendance as well, because we want to know how we can improve this workshop for even the next group of QAQC and for other departments. Yeah. Give us your honest and feedback. Thank you so much. Then
I just want to add, I'm not sure if everyone is aware, the actual reason why this culture workshop or building better teams are in place. So actually the management is aware of like any unhappiness, any disgruntlements that the staff is facing. So it's a conscious effort from the management to actually create the culture team. Us here and plus HR is also involved, but they can't be the workshop because of the workload that they manage. But they're aware. They're aware that something needs to be addressed and that they need to do something on their part as well. So this is why this workshop was done, to actually get at ground what the real issues are. So it needs to be escalated to them lah, and they will do everything in their power, whatever that is logical and that makes sense. They will do something to address all that. So it's a conscious effort, and I hope that you guys are aware of that and that it will settle some of your feelings, like your unsettling feelings. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Can we take a picture first? A very quick picture, just to remember that we all spent one day in AC hotel. Yeah. Yeah. Come. Okay lah, 10 minutes. Okay, please fill up the feedback form. Let's just take here lah. Don't move the chairs. We just take here.